Hello, I'm always doing stuff. You know I'm always doing stuff. I'm always out here doing stuff, working, trying to figure out how I can do something better and do it like this or that or the third. How are you all today? We back at it again with some more KevinSamuels things. Stuff I found, stuff people sent to me. About KevinSamuels and what he was talking about and what he wanted to express, right? I found a video clip with the alpha male strategies. Alpha male strategies. And this is one of those ones where he talked to men. So, somebody sent it to me, so I'm not sure what is on this video. But we are going to get into the video and see what was going on with Kevin. And this is one of the oldest videos. As you can see, he seemed very young. Let's see what he was saying. With the alpha male strategies. What was they talking about? Him and the alpha male strategies.
You guys are in the house. I'm sure you guys already know who I have here with me, none other than Alpha Male Strategies. Guys, check the description. We have some rules because when this man is in the house, chat rooms go crazy. Moderators, you're gonna have your hands full. Slow mode is on in the chat room. Means you can only type in one message every 30 seconds. So ain't no spam in the chat. If you got a question or a comment you want read, you want to hit that super chat button or the extreme chat. All the links are in the description. We're gonna respect the panel, and we're gonna have a good time, guys. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna chop up level 1 game. But to the 2 or 3 people who don't know who you are, please go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody and tell them who you are and what you do.
I am Alpha Male Strategies, and I'm a dating coach on YouTube.
There you go.
That's making videos on Patreon now, so you can find me on Patreon too.
Cool.
Same name, Alpha Male Strategies.
Alpha Male Strategies. So when you came onto the manosphere, man, you brought a sensibility that I hadn't heard, a different take. It was just simple, simple and point blank. Fuck these hoes to sleep. By the way, if you're used to my normal PG,
what did he say? What did he say? What
kind of content? This stream is not monetized and it is not family friendly. We're gonna get into it. Because there's some stuff that you guys out there need to understand about this whole image thing and this whole game thing that this man can help you. This man can help you with, and I can help you with. Let's talk about in particular. You come from the standpoint, and correct me if I'm wrong. You come at the game from a standpoint of status. Tell them what that means. High value. Tell them what that means.
Well, this is the thing, guys. All women are searching for that top 20% of guys. Some say 10, I say 20. All right. What I'm trying to do is I want you guys to put yourself in that top 20%. I'm not about selling guys no dream about, hey, here go this book. Here go this magical book, and you don't got to improve yourself. You ain't got to dress better. You ain't got to hit the gym. You can stay 300 pounds. You can stay working at Popeye's Chicken, and you can stay dressing like a fucking basketball player, and you can go out and pull the baddest chicks. Right. That's a bunch of bullshit. Right. I'm here to tell you it's fucking bullshit. Now, the way y'all see my man right here, Kevin, dressed right now, if he to pull up on the dime, she'll hand him the panties. She'll take them off and just give them to him, put it in his top pocket right there. And that's what it takes. Now, I know I look like shit right now, but I'm grinding. But, what I'm saying, when I step out, this is what I'm looking like. You feel me? And so I want you guys to know, I want you guys to think about something for a second. Look at Kevin right now. And I want y'all just to look at Kevin. Now, y'all are men. Now, if he walked in, let's say a lounge or a bar right now, look how smooth and neat. Look at how his hair dressed and this, that, and the other. You mean to tell me you don't think women gonna start throwing choosing signs at him? I want you guys to think about this now. Now, if they're gonna probably come up to him, no. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna be sweating him fucking hard as hell all night across the floor. He gonna be getting eyes all night. And he gonna have a pick of the litter. You know what Kevin hardest problem about going out to a club looking like this right here is hating ass niggas.
Right.
Because hating ass niggas gonna see this and they gonna start trying to, look hating ass shit niggas do.
Was this valuable information for young, or did people see this particular side of Kevin? This was the alpha male strategies. And so he got a lot of his tips and his tricks and all that kind of stuff from alpha male strategies, right? So was he consistent with this when he talked to alpha male strategy? Is alpha male strategy still doing this? Is it a different thing? I mean, do their content align, or should I just be listening to the alpha male strategies? Right? I don't know which one.
And so what I'm gonna let you guys know is that when you look like Kevin, if you go out somewhere, this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. If Kevin was to get up, go looking like this right here, go somewhere, get something to eat, say it's 8 o'clock with his man at a bar or something, girls gonna be checking for him. And let's say he left that bar or lounge and then he went to a high-end club or a nice spot or a rooftop spot or something like that, right. Women gonna be checking for him. All right. For one, it ain't just the clothes. If you notice, he's in shape. You know what I'm saying? I am not saying he looked like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. I am saying that he's not fucking 400 pounds. All right? All you got to do, you ain't got to look like you're going to win Mr. Olympia. All you got to do is be in relatively decent shape and dress nice and carry yourself like a fucking man, and women will be choosing all day, every day. Mm-hmm. All right? So when I say status, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Kevin right now is looking like one of the top 20% of guys. He looks like he's successful. He looks like he has a good job. He looks like he take care of himself. All right?
Now, guys, what you heard what he's basically been telling you in time. If you've been on my channel, you heard me talk about.
So alpha male strategies is not about long-term relationship. He's just about getting into the panties right then. So, but this was the first person that really, I guess, may have been on the channel to influence Kevin. It was all about getting women at the beginning, or is he's talking about high value, and he's not really high value. You say he's not really that high value person, because high value you don't have to try this hard. I don't know.
Fit over fashion. This looks good because it fits. It is simple. It is easy to do. And I actually went out and bought this suit, especially for this stream, because I know I was going to get a lot of cats on here saying, yeah, that's cool, but I'm broke. I'm a college student. I'm just getting started. I ain't got that kind of money. This suit costs $130. $130, man. This is a Calvin Klein suit I got from K&G Men's Factory. The jacket was $99. The pants are $24.99. So for less than the price of half a pair of Jordans, you can look the part. Now, one of the things I saw when you were out on O'Shea's channel doing the interview with him is there were cats in the stream talking about, yeah, man, that's cool, but all that old hoity-toity uppity shit really ain't working. You know, these chicks are checking for dudes who are dressed street. What do you have to say about that?
Well, guys, that's all in y'all minds. And let me tell y'all guys something about this right here. Let's analyze this situation right here. Do y'all want these chicks? Who the hell want chicks that want gangbangers? Like, let them go to the prison yards and pick their boyfriends out. Like, we want high quality women, guys. I deal with teachers, lawyers, and policemen and shit like that. That's who I date. I don't date women who want to deal with guys who dodging bullets and shit like that. It is women that's like that. I don't want them. Let them go to the fucking projects and pick them a dude out selling dope on the corner. All right? I like good quality women. Go to high-end spots, like nice rooftops. I don't know where you at, but in New York, we got a lot of nice rooftops that are quality, that carry quality women that wouldn't be caught dead with a dude that wear tennis shoes out in public at a public function like a lounge or something. All right. So yeah, it is women that's looking for dope boys and shit like that. They can have them. All right. You want women that got a half a goddamn brain.
Wait a minute, is alpha male strategy, is he a high value man, or has his platform changed in any way? I mean, dressing well is half of the problem or issue, or the game. Of course, we know dressing well, presenting well is half of the thing. But my thing is, you also have to have an attitude, and you also have to have a pleasant demeanor when you do approach people. I mean, is this alpha male strategies person? Did he follow alpha male strategies playbook, or did he develop a better one? Because this don't seem like Kevin, this person.
All right. So you could go to spots that carry high quality women that are looking for men that are dressed like Kevin are dressed, not fucking guys that wear Jordans at 40 years old at a fucking nightclub.
So let me ask you something. On your channel, you are big for telling guys, number one, if you want to get on your grind, get on your purpose, and do the self-improvement. You can't do, in order to get everything you want out of the game, you got to start with this. How important is image? Let me define image for everybody who's listening. Image is not just the clothes you wear, guys.
Right.
Image is 4 parts. It's your appearance. That's one part of it. The second part is B, your behavior. Third part is C, your communication. Fourth part is D, your digital presence. How important is getting your image together and as it relates to your purpose? How did that help you, and how important is it?
First of all, that first part, what you said right there, guys, I'm gonna tell you something right now. When you dress like this here, your swag instantly changes. You feel like right now I just got a t-shirt on, I feel like whatever. But right now, if you throw me a nice, my whole demeanor and how I feel and how I walk and talk.
Yeah, the A, B, C, and D. Yeah, that is something that you can actually write that down, and then you can actually follow that A, B, C, and D. That's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. Digital footprint
changes. It gives me an extra swag, an extra boost. So just taking care of your appearance gives you that certain swag naturally without you even trying. Like when I go get my fucking haircut Friday, as soon as I leave the barbershop, I feel like a different man because I don't feel like Wolfman no more. You know, I got trimmed up and nice. It's like therapeutic. It gives you like that little boost. So guys, just understand, just taking care of yourself and prioritizing your appearance is going to put everything else in place. Trust me. So a lot of the stuff, what you try to work on internal, just the way if you improve yourself, the internal will come from the self-improvement. Just from how you feel better about yourself, it gives you that confidence and swagger. All right. I don't want you guys just laying in bed and saying, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna have swagger. That shit ain't happening. But when you put actions to words and get to moving and improve yourself, the swagger will come. All right. So I'm gonna tell you right now, when you carry yourself different and you dress different, you gonna act different. Point blank, period. And when you look like shit, you gonna act like shit. What Deion Sanders had a popular phrase back in the day. He said, "You look good, you feel good, you play good."
There you go.
Some shit like that, and it's very true. All right. So if you look good, you feel good, you play good. Well, he was talking about football, but you can use it as in gaming with women, as in attracting women, and they can feel that. They can feel that. You walk with your head up, you walk with your shoulders back, you feel better about yourself.
Well, and I try to keep it simple for guys. On my channel, I talk about being CIA. Guys are CIA, confident, intelligent, assertive. There is no downside for men being confident, intelligent, and assertive. And one of the biggest things about confidence is you can't fake it. You talk about getting on your purpose, and confidence comes from having, confidence comes from having like your swag, your true confidence comes from having swag. So when the guy is CIA, confident, intelligent, and assertive, and then the 4 pillars of manhood, getting your body right, your game tight, your image on point, purpose on lock. Let's start the top. How important is it for guys to get their body right?
Guys, I'm gonna tell you something right here, and this is the thing. And guys, I know guys hate this shit here, but I tell you guys all the time, I was well over 300 pounds. I am telling you, it is a big difference. Most women are not attracted to men whose chest is bigger than theirs. Point blank, period, guys. Women do not want to turn around and touch something that's softer than them. All right. And when I say this, guys, I'm not saying you got to be Arnold Schwarzenegger or Ronnie Coleman. So I don't want nobody going out thinking that they got to get 20-inch arms and squat 500 pounds. That's not what it's about. What it's about is keeping yourself in a healthy state. A healthy state, guys, can be anywhere from 12 to 15% body fat. I'm not trying to turn you guys into Mr. Olympia. All right. But what I am saying is I want y'all to get yourself in the best shape that you possibly can, not only for women, but just health-wise. All right. But if we're gonna just keep this to women, I am telling you right now that most of you guys pussy would go up immediately if you drop 20 or 30 pounds. Immediately.
Well, let's not just keep it to women. Let's broaden it up, because I try to work on the whole man. So take it anywhere you want to.
Yeah, guys, listen here, guys. A lot of the opportunities that I get, I would not get. Let's say this for a second. All right, I'm a dating coach. Would y'all guys be taking advice from me for real if I was 300 pounds? Let's just think about that now. I can still be banging bitches, but would you want to be taking dating advice from a dating coach 300 pounds? I don't even know too many heavy set dating coaches. So the point I'm saying, even at the gym or in
he don't have the what is that called? He don't have the demeanor for it to be even realistic. I mean, I get what he's saying, I get that, but I mean, what's attractive about it? I don't understand. Maybe you just take the meat and spit out the bones, because the way he's presenting himself is not a very attractive thing. I get it, but it's not attractive.
thing in life, when people,
I expected him to be something else. I don't know what I expected him to be, but this was not it.
see you take care of yourself, they give you a little bit more respect. When you carry yourself like you don't even care about yourself, then why should I care about you? See, a man that look like he care about himself, that's a pride to that. And when you carry yourself, when you out of shape and you look like you need a C-cup bra and shit like that, like you don't give a fuck. Right. Like you don't even care about life. All right. So you want to carry yourself like you got a pride about yourself, like you got some confidence about yourself, not like you just don't give a damn about yourself. But that's a good question. I like that.
See,
my question is, he was teaching guys about how to clap cheeks. How to clap cheeks. If you don't know how to clap cheeks by now, he was teaching people how to clap cheeks. I'm not impressed.
And here's what I try to get guys to understand. I wore this suit because it didn't cost a lot. You can sit around and just look cool in a nice white t-shirt and jeans. Don't wear the tennis shoes. Throw on some double monk strap shoes, some cool boots. And if you just walk around and wear a fragrance, a cologne, you get 1 or 2 cool points for wearing a fragrance. You get 1 or 2 cool points for just good shoes. You could be a guy, you could be a 4 or a 5, and you automatically jump up to the 8 range with women. But if you actually look like you give a damn, women key on that. Men key on that. So even if you're not at the point with women, first off, other men see that in you. Then the most important thing is you see that in yourself. When you see yourself in the mirror every day looking good, smelling good, you walk around with a more sense of confidence. You walk around and treat yourself better. So that's your body right. Now the next part is your game tight. And understand, guys, game is not just for women. Game is just your strategy for life. How you gonna get what you want out of this? How important is game in your personal and your professional life, AMS?
Guys, I have a strategy that I'm doing to build my business on this dating coach. I'm not just waking up every day just hoping things fall into place. I actually have a thought out strategy. Even from now, I got
so many factors come into play for you to be successful with a woman. So many, because I mean, it starts way earlier than you looking for coochie. That's for sure. It starts your personality, the way you developed, the way you approach women, the way you talk to women. It before they even got on. I wonder if there's been any kind of success with this strategy that the alpha male has, because I don't think so.
Strategy for a year of where I'm trying to get to. I'm not just aiming blindly with this and hoping everything just stick. I'm actually putting work. So I actually have a game plan. So guys, if you know what your purpose is, you need to be trying to hatch out a game plan to see it to fruition. It ain't gonna just happen. All right. And don't be looking for the short road. One thing I see with a lot of guys who start YouTube channels, this, that, and other, they looking for money right up from the get-go.
Yeah, the thing is, they looking for confidence, charisma. They can't find it. If they ain't got it by the age of 20, you're gonna have a difficult time. You're always gonna have a difficult time. And the first chick that give you some pussy, you better jump on her, right? If you ain't that guy, you better take one shot to get yourself a wife. This is wild.
Build your platform, the money will come. The same with your purpose. If you got a passion for music, you ain't gonna make no money in the beginning, but have a strategy that you can eventually make money off of it. I've been seeing.
That's what I'm finding out when you gotta conversate, when you gotta tell people how to behave, or you have to tell people how to be successful.
Kevin grind on YouTube for a very long time trying to get his business bigger and bigger and bigger. All right. So understand that, but he has a strategy and he's employing it and he's doing it. I have a strategy to get my dating shit going further and further. And I got a game plan step by step of what I'm trying to emphasize to get out there. So anything you do in life, guys.
You make the mistake, Typro. The more women you deal with, no, it's not the more women you deal with, it's the more women you talk to, the more women you interact with without having sexual experience with her. You need to interact with her first. So you need to figure that out first. Getting sex, anybody can pay for sex. You can go down the street and pay to get some sex, but that still don't mean you can't open your idiot mouth and talk to a woman. A lot of them fumble over their words. They don't know how to fucking talk to a woman. You need to learn how to talk to a woman first.
Whether you're trying to lose weight, improve on your finances, or learn game, you need to have a game plan about going set a time frame. Okay, I want to have this done by this time. I want to have this done by this time, and I want to have this done by this time. Don't be just throwing shit to the wall and hoping something stick. Figure out a strategy and a game plan. In the business world, we call it a business model. You need to have a business model. If you want somebody to invest in your business, you need to have a business model. All right. So I want you guys. I teach you guys all the time. I tell you guys all the time about get on your purpose. Get on your purpose. Well, also when you get on your purpose, map out a strategy and steps. And the reason why you want to do this, guys, because won't nothing happen. All right. It'll be 5 years down the road, and you be still on the first step. All right. And one thing, what I'm doing when I write my book, one thing the book says is how many words you want to put a day, because they don't put that won't shit happen. It'll be 10 years, you'd still be writing in this fucking book. Right. All right. So, and that's what you got to do with life. You ain't got something to tell you how many words, but you got to say, I want to have this done by this amount of time. I want to have this done by this amount of time. And I want to have this done by this amount of time. Set goals, small goals, and attain them goals.
There you go. So, guys,
did anybody use this game plan at all? And did Kevin develop this game plan? Did he develop this strategy in any way?
As you hear a lot of people talking about get on your purpose, get on your purpose, get on your purpose. And there is one question I hear asked more than anything else. How do you find your purpose? How did you discover your purpose? Did you always know? Did it fall in your lap? Kind of give them a roadmap to kind of be able to look for the signals to point to what it is they really should be doing with themselves.
All right, guys, I was doing bouncing, right? I was doing bouncing in a nightclub, and I used to be, even though I was fat, I was
a bouncer too.
Yeah, I was jacked, you know what I'm saying? But I was fat. I was fat on top of it, but a lot of muscle too. So it wasn't like I would look like Nutty Professor. I looked like a fucking linebacker, but I still was fat. My face was fat. And a guy came in there, and I'm standing there, and he talking to me, hey, man, how you get so big? And we talked for like 30 minutes to an hour about what I do, this, that, and the other. And at the end of that conversation, he told me something that changed my life. He said, man, you sound like you know a lot about that. He said, it sounds like you need to get into that instead of standing up here by this door. Now, he kind of pissed me off at first, Kevin, because he's like, standing by this door, like you ain't doing shit here standing by this door. But when
Alpha Male Strategies was an incel. He was an incel first, and then he started. Okay, so an incel is giving incels strategies to get women, not to get women, he don't want to keep women. He just wants you to be able to pull her into the yard and have sex with her, and then after you have sex with her, that's the success that he's that's the success he's talking about. Just pull her into the yard so you'll be able to have sex with her, and you have sex with her, that's all, right? Wow.
I thought about it, I said, this motherfucker right. I got all this fucking knowledge about training, yet I'm up here standing by this door to make sure no fights break out.
Right.
And he was telling me, you need to get into that. Some little European guy from Europe that wasn't even here that I'm just talking to changed my fucking life and set me on the goal. That very next day, because I always love fitness. The very next day I looked
I know I've seen this guy before, but I seen this guy describing himself with a wife or something to that effect, a wife or a girlfriend, and he did something or she did something. I know I seen this guy somewhere before on a big gigantic story that went viral or something or close to it or something. I know I seen
what it would take for me to get fucking certified and what all the steps I need to do. I said, okay, everybody. I did research on it. Said take about 6 months to get the certification. I just studied it every day, still going to work, got the certification, went out, got hired the first fucking day on the job. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all guys something. When I went to the job, I didn't even have no clients. But this is what I tell you guys when you got to come at a crossroad with your purpose. I didn't even have no clients, but I saw the fucking potential of what I could be making and what I was doing, and I took a chance. It's a chance, guys. All right, it's a chance. I ain't gonna sit up and tell you no fucking fairy tales. It's a chance, but I believed in myself and I believed in my hustle. All right, and I was tired of the life I was living, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna eat, live, shit in this goddamn gym 24/7 till I get my clients up. All right. Now I did that. And I'm doing that every day. And then every day, you know, I'm fucking hoes to sleep. And my guys are coming to me telling me about girls, and I'm giving them advice. I'm doing this for years and years, giving guys advice, my clients, giving them advice on, you know, girls and what to do. And then they all tell me something, you should write a book about this shit. Because I would give them advice and then they would get laid. And then they would come back and tell me, man, that shit you told me, that word, you should write a book on this shit. And then I said, yeah, I should, but I don't know how the fuck I would sell it. And then then one day I'm just sitting up and I'm watching all these dating coaches on YouTube. I said, man, you know, I just started a YouTube channel and build my goddamn name up. I just turned the damn phone on and made my first fucking video, how to prevent flakes.
There you go.
How to prevent flakes, just in my fucking bedroom, turn the camera on. Here we is 5.5 months later. I'm the biggest black dating coach on YouTube. Well, I ain't say the best because I don't want no beef. I said the biggest. Go ahead.
No, but you know, and what I'm hearing is a lot of you just do it. And that's one of the things.
That's what I'm hearing, Erica. He's just a dating coach. Dating coach to men means being able to get the cheeks and then tossing them back instead of actually trying to develop a relationship. You already know that you're a loser with women. Are you trying to get these men to the point where they can actually have a relationship with these women, or are you just trying to get cheeks? Because if you're just trying to get cheeks, you can pay for cheeks. Anybody can pay for cheeks. Any incel can pay for cheeks. But why would you be trying to run through women instead of developing a relationship with these women? So that's not what Kevin's platform eventually turned into. So I don't understand. I understand the jump, but this is something else.
That guys need to understand when you're looking to be on your purpose to be something so natural to you that even if you wasn't on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you'd still be living this life.
Right.
I am
not gonna ever earn no cheeks. You ain't gonna earn cheeks like
this. So this is what I be. Everything you talked about. So guys, what is it that you do if you weren't getting paid? You know, not every passion is your purpose, but those are clues. So your game tight, your image on point. I'm gonna tell you guys that your image is everything. I know so many guys in general, a lot of brothers in particular, push back on the notion of having to play the image game. You don't think it works, but what the guys who are winning, the AMSs of the world, the guys in the top 5-10%, the guys who are pulling the dime pieces, doing what it is you.
Yeah, I mean, now that I understand, yeah, it's definitely, he definitely promoted something more than this, because this is very shallow, and you're not looking for long term. Hey, I can refer all the prostitutes down the street. I can refer all of them down the street. You ain't got to do all this. You ain't got to do no headache. Take a bath, shower, go down the street and answer somebody suck your dick. What do you mean? What are we doing?
Want. They understand how to play the game. Image is a game. It's at that first 7 seconds. So a woman needs to put you into the yes or no category. How when you go out, how does your image play versus other guys? Because you talk about going out to a lounge and throwing on just maybe a polo or a button up in a blazer. How does that play versus the rest of the cats out there?
My image, guys, is first of all, when I go out, I'm in my own little world. I already got bitches. All right. So when I go out, in my mindset, I'm here just to enjoy myself.
He said he don't want to deal with women that are. He only deal with high class women. He really gets women talking like that.
Yes.
Wow.
HQ, I'm getting ready for work, but there is so much to unpack here. Now, Kevin and Alpha Male Strategies, their end game is completely different. However, I believe the reason why Kevin brought him up to talk was specifically about the initial interaction and how to bring a woman into your orbit. So Alpha Male Strategies has consistently, over the course of his time, he's a proud bachelor who doesn't believe in marriage, and he cycles through his women about every 3 to 8 months. He cycles through his women, and he consistently tells you that he's never dealing with one woman exclusively. That he's not where Kevin is, but Kevin is tapping into, his mindset and his ability to attract and gain the attention of a woman. Now, Kevin's philosophy is, once you got that, how do you sustain it and convert it into long term? So I understand why he brought them up there, but their goal set are completely different. They're completely different, and I think that's where you are. I think that's where you are not understanding, because there's a mismatch in outcomes with these two guys. That's why it's not jiving with you well, because it's like, wait a minute, the way he's talking about the revolving door of women, but Kevin's message is about creating long-term and family. And so you go, how is this matching? It doesn't, except for the one thing that both angles have in common is getting the attention of the woman.
So it's so this is the initial step.
Yes.
This is the beginning. Okay, so he's plotting the beginning. So Kevin took over after he showed him, okay, this is the beginning. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to make sure you have lined up X, Y, and Z. And then Kevin took over from that.
Yeah. And so Kevin took bits and pieces from several different people to actually create his own dogma. You know what I mean? So it's not like, and Kevin openly tells people, look, I didn't come to all of this on my own. I got this from this person. That the high value thing, Kevin did not create the high value. He said on multiple streams, I got it from Cosmos, who interviewed women. This is what women said that they wanted out of a man. And all I'm doing is telling you what women are saying that they prefer. And if you want an upper echelon type of woman, this is what you need to be as a guy. And Alpha Male Strategies is kind of piggybacking on that a little bit, but Kevin's is more long-term. Alpha Male Strategy it's kind of like dine and dash to a degree. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of where they're at. And unfortunately, for a lot of men in the middle have a hard time processing Alpha Male Strategies to a degree, because the majority of women, especially Black women, they will line up for Alpha Male Strategies, even though that they know that they're not going to be exclusive or the long term, because most women believe that they can change a man, and Alpha Male Strategy talks about that. He talks about that he's upfront and he doesn't lie to these women. He tell them what it is, and he talks about he only deals with high-powered, high-class, high-earning, you know what I mean, what we would consider to be masculine type. That's what he deals with. But for him, it's to break them. I would say, when I say break them down, I don't mean like their esteem and stuff like that. It's basically like a conquering for him. I'm gonna take this so-called boss chick and I'm gonna turn her into the woman that she supposed to be is during the time that I'm with her. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where you see in all of that uneasiness about, you know, listening to him versus listening to Kevin.
Yeah, because
I hope that makes some sense to you.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. He's like the beginning version, and Kevin took it and ran with it.
Kevin is refining it. Yeah. Alpha male strategies is basically saying this is how you get in the door, and then Kevin's basically how do you maintain it. Everything Kevin talks about is maintaining. It's building, maintaining, establishing for the long-term outcome.
I definitely prefer Kevin over him. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but you gotta have, unfortunately, because we're not societally or culturally, we're not back in the late 30s. You know, being a solid guy with working potential, decent enough character is not enough for women anymore. That's not enough. You gotta be. I was telling this guy the other night at work, and like I just hear how much I overheard his wife telling him that she was bored. And I told the dude, because he's such a nice guy, I said to him, every couple months you're gonna have to be a dick to your woman for the sake of being a dick. And he was so confused. I didn't say be mean. I said be a dick. I said you gotta feed, I said, her natural proclivity for chaos. Every woman has a natural proclivity for chaos. That don't mean so that you can't be Mr. Chivalrous husband 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. She'll start resenting you for that. Some days you just gotta be. Every night, I told him, I said, you gotta brutalize your woman, but every now and again, just be a dick about something. And I said, if you don't apologize for it, and then move on, carry on, it feeds that. It gives her tension, give her something to feed off of. And he was just completely like, because he couldn't understand how I talk the way I talk, you know, in the workplace, and I get so much attention from the women, despite me being the king of the ugly men. And I say, because I don't mind being a dick. I don't mind being the asshole. And I said, sometimes regardless of what a woman says, they gravitate to the asshole. Expect. Excuse me.
Oh, you all right? Okay.
Especially if he's honest. If he's honest and truthful, that represents stability in her. He might be a jerk, but I can depend on him. When there's a conflict, when there's a threat, when I'm unsure, I can go to TJ. That happens at work all the time for me. It's really weird. And they go, why do they always come to you? I don't lie to them. I don't play to them, and I'm brutally honest, and I'm unapologetic.
I'm just saying up front. We women, we don't like mean men.
No, I didn't say nothing about being mean. I said every now and again, being a dick sometimes doesn't mean you're mean.
Right. Every once in a while, yes.
Yeah, yes. Doesn't mean that you're mean.
Okay, yeah. Sir.
So that's a little bit. I got to get ready to go to this white man job.
Why you keep saying that?
Because that's how I get through it. Because I'm like,
it sounds wild as hell. I heard you say that the other night, and I was like, what is he saying? Oh, okay.
Yeah, white man's job. Yeah, that's who. Hey, we all work for the white man, even on YouTube.
Oh, that's right. I know that's right. Thank
you. I wish
you.
I could stick around. I love it when you do your Kevin stuff. And I don't want to hold you up because I know you're learning as you're going through this process as well, that maybe Kevin's dogma or his talking points ain't so far away from where you actually believe.
No, I'm looking at the stark differences between him and some of the people that are considered themselves dating coaches.
Yeah, but here's the other thing, HQ. You will also, I don't know if you've gotten here yet, but you will start to see and you will start to hear how other people are perverting or leaving out stuff from Kevin's message.
Okay.
Or misrepresenting it or mischaracterizing it, like the whole high value thing, like you and I talked about a week ago, about the high. Everybody thinks because you make 6 figures that means you're high value. No, you're not. You're just a high earner.
High earner. Okay, I see.
And
That a
then
lot of people are mixing those things up.
yes, and you see, because all people stop listening after they hit the money. But the fact of the matter is, I don't even understand why people even focus on the money, HQ, because the majority of us don't earn it. 80% of us don't earn over $50,000 a year. That's across all races. The majority of us do not earn that kind of money, but yet we sit here so fixated on it. And we as Black folks, we accept any kind of garbage, and it impacts how we deal with each other. Especially this, you need to be this provider and take care of me 100%, when that's never been the case throughout American Black history in this country. That has never been the case in our dynamic, in marriage and relationships. That's unsustainable.
I'm listening. I'm sucking it all in. Where is it that we went wrong? What is it that he's trying to correct? I see the difference in some of the content creators. I mean, you know how they started off as X, Y, and Z. I think he took it to a different level, and people were like, I think he had a lot of haters though too. So I mean, that might have been part of the issue too, where you get to hating on people, and then people hear a bad word, and then they don't tune in.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything bad yet. So
people tuned out Kevin because of the average at best, and they didn't go back and watch the fact how that woman just pushed her way and bullied her way onto his platform when he wasn't ready to it, when that wasn't his topic for the day. You know what I mean? All they saw is him getting frustrated with her and saying average at best, and then everybody went not everybody, all these damn women went ape shit because he had the nerve to tell this inconsiderate woman that she was average at best. Real quick, I normally don't reply to
you got a question in chat.
I see that. Yeah, I really don't answer questions in the chat, but the women on my job don't confide in me. I don't sit around and girl talk. But if they come around and ask for a problem to be solved, because that's what men do, I will address that. I don't want to hear nothing about I don't listen to them bitching about how they being treated on the job, about the boyfriend, this, that, I don't give 2 fucks about that. I had a young girl the other night had a complete snot cry meltdown, and I looked her ass dead in her face, told her to stop crying. I didn't give a fuck, and go take that take that shit to your man. That's exactly what I told her. See, that's the dick part of me. You know what I mean? Like, you coming in here crying about she crying because she's working the night shift. Well, don't work the damn night shift, motherfucker. But see, I'll tell you that quick, fast, in a hurry. Because that's how I get talked to. So no, I don't allow women to confide in me. I'm not friends with a woman. I will never be friends with a woman. I will be friendly with HQ. We will be cordial with one another. Even if we knew each other in real life, HQ and I will never be friends. She can't be my friend. She's a woman. Not that means anything. Our roles are different. I'm a single man. I know HQ's older, but let's just say we're on an even. HQ's a single. I'm a single man. She's a single woman. If we're not talking about getting together, what the fuck else are we talking about? Or not doing no business together? We're not friends. We might be friendly. That's not a knock against an HQ or women in general. But I ain't got time. But I can't be. You cannot. If you're a man, you can't be a true friend with a woman, because there's some shit that women don't understand about male nature and how we get along.
Is anybody? I got a question. Has anybody seen the video with? I see he's done different collaborations with Dennis Sperling, with Lead Attorney, with some other cat or whatever. Are those good ones to go through, or it's not? You don't think so?
You talking about you talking about Kevin?
Yeah.
Definitely with Lead Attorney. Well, Lead Attorney and Dennis Sperling are both attorneys. Dennis Sperling was was a real disciple of Kevin Samuels. Lead attorney is very good because most of this stuff is all him and Kevin really bonded over because Kevin's really pushing marriage, and lead attorney was really coming in advising on how men should operate if they want to get married, especially if you start becoming a higher earning guy. Actually, lead attorney, he advocates, and I used to be in his mastermind class for YouTube development. He really advocates that if you are like a 35, 40-year-old man and you are got certain financial means, that it's not in your best interest to go get married. Because of the way that the courts are set up, you could lose anywhere between 50 to 60% of what you earned for somebody who wasn't on that journey with you.
See, I was gonna put him on, but then I thought about putting, playing him. But then I thought I'd play the alpha male, then I'd play another female, and then I'll play another female instead of just having all like men.
Yeah, so, but no, go to the lead attorney stuff. That's some good stuff. Those conversations with the lead attorney and Dennis Sperling, those are some real deep conversations whenever you get around to it.
I didn't want a deep one. Then another one from alpha male. I wanted to do the alpha male, then play a female, and then on another day play lead attorney, and then a female on lead attorney, so they can match each other.
I'm gonna suggest something. He did an interview with Brittany Renner. You need to check that shit out.
Brittany Renner. Oh, the light-skinned girl.
Kevin did an interview with Brittany Renner. That was, whoo, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. I need to go because I don't want to get whipped.
Okay.
By the white man.
Thank you. Bye. Okay. Let's finish. Let's listen.
There you go. I need you guys. I've been saying this shit for the longest. I'm not some thirsty dudes out hollering at every chick that's passing by. All right. I'm in here, man. I'm having me some drinks. The music is good. I'm with my mans. We having a good time. We talking about how we gonna make more money. Right. I'm not in here. Man, listen. I'm on my purpose, guys. When I'm out with my man, we in that strategy. We in there talking about the Cavaliers and what they need, adjustments they need to make. We in there enjoying ourselves. We ain't in there chasing ass. All of us already got rotations. So understand, this is gonna make the women choose us because we sending off the image that we are not thirsty. Right. All right, guys. I've been saying this over and over and over again. Now, what does this come off to women? That we're successful. Right. Broke dudes sit around and run around the fucking club hunting chicks. Successful dudes are somewhere plotting on how to make more money. Hey man, what we gonna do this weekend? What we traveling to this summer? We enjoying our own selves. So my image is the image of a guy who's already getting fucking laid because I'm not in here to chase no fucking ass. And like I say, guys, when we do this, I am telling you, women, I say about 30 minutes in, all the women are fucking choosing us. All of them. And this is the biggest issue y'all guys gonna have to have when y'all get this to this point. Luckily, I'm 6'5", 230 pounds, and all my friends are bouncers. So we pretty big dudes. But the biggest problem you're gonna have is hating ass niggas because niggas see this. And niggas sit back and what they want to do now is, okay, they the alphas of the room. And so now we want to show we the alphas of the room. All right. So that's the biggest issue you're gonna have with it when going out. Not attracting women, it's the dudes. All right. So that's what, listen, guys, image is everything. And the image you want to send off is that I'm just in here to have a good time, not hunting chicks.
And the main thing, and what I hear from that, guys, is what I like about your strategy is you portray yourself as you are a high value male, and women choose you. So you use everything available to be the cheat code. The only women you deal with are the women who already show some sort of interest in you, and you set that up by getting your image, your body right, your game tight, your image on point, your purpose on lock. That's like catnip to these broads. That's like, and it shows to other men who are out doing business. Men who are doing business see other men on their grind and want to know that person to see if they can do some work together. We got a call in the call queue. I want to take the first call, see who's here. Hold on, AMS.
All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, caller, you on the line, 202-423. What's your first name?
I would type pro, but the person that that would be able to tell me, and they would tell me specifically step by step, and I know they would help me for real, is that I don't know whether he likes me very much because he's a Republican and I'm a Democrat. I'm always going at him. You hear me, Ty Pro? Hold on. You hear me, Ty Pro? Ty Pro. Oh, you still out. Okay. Now, alpha male strategies is a whole nother thing. So I wanted to switch over to one of the good ones that I never heard and never seen until just an hour ago. Okay. HQ. Oh, hold on. I want to switch over to this one because I ain't know he had ever done this. So I'm seeing everything for the first time. And here we go.
Strategies video.
Say what?
All right. So, if you want to go live, if you
This your
You hear me,
first
Bro?
strategies video.
Say that again.
woman, you want to go live,
You're going in and out. We can't
Was
hear you.
man.
Sierra's
your-
first thing,
Oh man.
might impact you.
Okay.
So
Let me fix.
feel free to go. We're going to go down the list.
So everybody, please come in and hit the like button. You got to hit the like button, please and thank you. Hit the like button, share the stream, super chats, amazing. Cash apps will be even better. We are in here tonight doing some KevinSamuels. Now we finna look at the Sierra's prayer. I don't even know what that is. We finna figure out what he talking about. I heard of the prayer, but I never seen the prayer or seen her do the prayer or any of the above. So let's see.
We'll start here. I'll bring in people one at a time. One at a time. Hello?
Hello,
How are you?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
I am okay. How old are you, by the way?
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I ain't never.
37.
All right. So, Sierra's prayer. Do you have children?
Yeah, I do. I have two.
Okay. So, are you unmarried?
I'm divorced.
All right. So, Sierra's prayer. Why did it resonate with you?
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me look it up.
Well, I think I can't say, do I have to resonate with me? Because not everyone's prayer is not for everybody. Her prayer is her prayer. And for me, it could be something else.
Okay, but the topic tonight is a general subject. Are you familiar with the prayer?
I think I watched a couple videos of her talking about it, but
Okay, so why did you decide you want to get on tonight?
can you repeat that?
Why did you request to be on tonight? What was it? Because I'm talking about Sierra's prayer, and you don't have anything to say about that. So what is it?
I mean, I do have something to say about it. I'm happy for her that she find the man that she's dreamed of and wanted God to send to her. But I really don't think that it's for everyone. There are some women out there that's not on TV or famous that's living a better love life than Sierra. I do believe that some people have that for them and some other women just don't have it.
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to say. Like Sierra.
Well, I laid out an entire monologue of what Sierra was talking about and what men were talking about. And see, this is one of the things that really frustrates men. Y'all don't listen to us. Y'all don't listen to a damn thing we say.
Why she get her ass up there and she ain't got nothing to say? She don't understand the prayer, ain't read the prayer. What's going on?
just want to get on and do what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I
said. No, that's not true. It's
that's
just
what it seems like, man. Maybe that's what it seems like. I'm gonna tell you, when I talk about I have a topic, and you haven't read Sierra's prayer, you say it don't resonate, I'm like, all right, then why'd you click the live button if I say I want to speak to women about this subject? And this is what started my whole channel, the Average at Best video. I had a subject I was talking about. She called in the wrong day, wrong topic to get what she wanted. So now you hear, it's not Sarah's prayer, it's not for you. You got the stage. What do you want to tell everybody? Because I'm confused.
I'm not saying Sierra's prayer is not for me. It could be for me too. But I'm just saying it's not for everybody. Like everyone that
Why does everything, why do y'all say this? I'm curious, excuse me. Why do you women do this? It's not for everybody. We have this all or none mentality. Why do y'all say it's not for everybody? So we know that. I mean, we're adults. We know not everything's for everybody. We know that. Why do y'all do that? That frustrates us as men. We don't care that it's not for everybody. It's a topic.
Right. I understand what you mean, but I'm not trying to get you frustrated.
Why are you divorced?
It wasn't working out. We got together young, very young, and we were together for like 8 years.
Who filed for divorce?
I left him, and he filed for divorce.
He's the plaintiff, or you're the plaintiff? Which one's the plaintiff?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he asked her for baby number 4. Well, damn, they're gonna have 5 kids. Look, he ain't going nowhere, and she ain't going nowhere either. All y'all haters out there, they rolling. Sierra and Russell rolling.
I'm not. He is, because after when I left him, he filed for divorce.
Okay. So you're 37 with 2 kids. Do you want to be remarried one day?
I do. If I find that person for me, I would want to get married. I mean, I'm a good woman.
Okay. Well, good has nothing to do with anything. When you say that person for you, what does that mean?
Like, I'm not saying my ex-husband wasn't a real man. We got together when we were like very young. He was 22. I get it,
but you said the person for you, which implies that there is one person for you.
I just want me a man that's gonna come into my life and help make.
Well, who hating? Who out there hating? Ain't nobody out there hating. Hating on Sierra and them. You mean the men out there hating? It's gotta be the men out there hating. They out there. Sierra and them winning, as far as I know.
Changes.
To what?
Like I want to see a change. Like I want to see.
Changes in what?
Just like my kids not having their father around. Sometimes that bothers me a little bit because I have a son and he's 14, and sometimes.
Russell, Future ain't paying no child support. Russell and him signed a contract where Future didn't have to pay no more child support. And he signed away his rights. He signed away his rights to the boy. He don't have no rights to the boy. He signed all of them away. He don't pay no child support. Future don't do nothing. All of that got signed away. Future just let Russell take care of him. Russell said, we don't need no more child support. She kept going back and forth with Future in the court, and Russell called up Future and said, we don't need no more child support from you. Don't worry about paying no more child support. And once Future decided that he wasn't going to see that kid no more, they filed a petition to change, filed a petition to change his last name. This last name change was a while ago. So he don't pay no child support. Future don't pay no child support.
Sometimes he want to have certain conversation, and I can't have those conversations with him, and I don't know how to go about it.
How old is your youngest child?
14. My daughter's 16.
So you want a man to come in that are going to come in and make changes with your children?
Most likely, because I don't want any changes within myself. I mean, there's always room for growth.
See, that makes no sense.
She arguing with Kevin, and I don't know what she come up there with. I don't work like that, HQ. You don't work. It don't work like what? What do you mean it don't work like what? Okay. Hold on. What don't work like what? That's all it takes is 1 year, and you out that child's life. You can petition. Whoa, isn't it? But you can always go to YouTube. What the hell happened? Oh, okay. You can always petition to something that they petitioned for the kid.
I'm gonna say that
It changed. The child's last name is just changed. It's hyphenated, but he has Russell's last name, and I think Future agreed to all of that.
is, and then when you ask the question, that means there's no room for improvement. Yes, you just said, I don't want to make any change. I don't want to make any changes with me, but there's room for growth. Who's leading you?
I think we both need each other.
Who's leading?
Leading, or no, I mean me. I'm leading myself.
All right. So, do you make room for the possibility that, well, let me move this question. You want a man to come in to make changes with your teenage children. Your children are who they are, man. 14 and 16.
Oh no.
Is that a husband's job to come in and make changes to another man's offspring?
Yeah.
Think about what I'm saying. Is that a husband's job to come in and make changes to another man's offspring?
Why are you taking me literally?
I don't think so, but I don't believe that he's coming to make changes, because the father wasn't even around.
That was reported. Of course she had to go to court. Of course she had to go to court and say, I don't need the child support. But it was reported that him and Future had a conversation, and in the conversation, he told Future not to worry about the child support. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hello, Erica. Are you up here?
Hey, HQ. Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. Hello.
Hey, good to see you. Thank you for having me up. No, I wanted to actually clarify what I meant. I was coming from a different premise.
Okay.
So my belief is that Sierra and Russell, they're not going to make it. Once he retires from the NFL, she's going to be, pretty much done with him, because she's all about her career, right? So the money's going to stop flowing in. So what I was coming from is Russell's trying to get as many babies out of Sierra as he possibly can, so that, when they dissipate the marriage at some point down the line, he can get child support from her.
Okay, so what is it? Is this some kind of projection on your part, or you something I don't know? They don't look like they having problems to me. I mean, so where do you get this where's all this coming from? This whole they finna get a divorce. It looked like they keep having babies to me. It don't look like he going nowhere. It don't look like she going nowhere.
Well, no, he's not trying to go anywhere, because he's always idolized Sierra from the jump. So no, it would be her to initiate the divorce. But I'll say that a lot of my
why would she leave him? I don't understand. He's a millionaire many times over. They own property. They own investments together. They're gonna have 5 kids together. Why would she leave him? It don't even make sense for her to even leave him. She ain't gonna get no better than him. Ain't nobody got no money like that, and they ain't gonna take all them 5 kids that she gonna have with that one man. And he handsome, and he look good. Why would she leave him?
Because Russell's not her first choice, and he never will be her first choice.
He's her last choice. That's the better one.
He's the last train leaving.
Last choice. That's the better one. And most of us don't. Our first choice, we don't end up with our first choice, because our first choice is not the one that we want. Our first choice is not the one that's good for us. It's always our last choice. That's the best one for us, because we done had the vast experience that we have had. We have went through this person or that person, found out that person wasn't good for us. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I heard this argument the other day, like Future is her first choice. He wasn't her first choice either. she was dating. Wasn't she dating a couple other dudes before? Wait a minute. Wasn't she dating a couple other dudes before him? I don't think he was her first choice. He just happened to be the next choice that was in line. I think her last choice is Russell.
Yeah, her last choice is Russell. I believe Future was her first choice because she gave him a kid. That was the highest honor she can give him. Now, she did date 50 Cent for a short period of time, too, so you kind of see a trend with the women that she gravitates to.
Yeah, but
Russell,
why wouldn't 50 Cent be her first choice? Because 50 Cent had one. I think he had that one baby mama when he dated Sierra, and he would have been a better choice for her than Russell. I mean, at least 50 Cent don't keep his shit in the public eye. At least if he gonna do dirty, he keeps it out of the public eye. Because I don't never hear nothing about 50 Cent, and he been in the public for a while.
Right. I don't know why Sierra and 50 didn't work out. I have to research that, but my entire opinion about why I feel this way is honestly because you have to watch some more of Jason Black's videos to understand why.
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware of him. I'm just saying the chances of her, I mean, the chances of her going anywhere with 5 kids and him got 5 kids is very high. It's very unlikely. Like it's not fine. I get it perfectly fine. I'm saying that it's not that. I'm saying what it sounds like is a talking point and not the reality of the situation. I mean, people say, "Well, that's not her first choice." None of the people that we have slept with the first time, second time, got into a relationship. Those were our first choices, but we learned to move on to better choices. So therefore, the better choice is Russell. The better choice was Russell. We all have a first. Excuse me. We all have a first choice. I mean, she did, and she figured out that Russell was the better candidate. Even though, I mean, because you already know what it don't even make sense. And I'm sure after 10 years of marriage, close to 10 years of marriage, they've worked out all the kinks that they can work out. I get it, but I mean, everybody has their opinion. I get it. That might be your opinion. I get it, Erica. I'm just saying. To me, it sounds like a talking point and not one of those things that is designed outside of YouTube. Because most people, that many kids, they usually ain't going nowhere unless the person is just all hella way out of pocket with their behavior. And Russell don't seem like he hella out of pocket. And he seemed to adore her, and she seemed to adore him. I mean, just because you had the first boyfriend, don't mean that you ain't gonna stay with the one guy because he's the best choice.
I'll say this: we'll wait and see. As always, I don't claim to be right. I don't have a crystal ball, but we'll find out how things transpire. We'll see if she gets him this fourth baby. But look, Sierra's keeping her body right, keeping it tight.
Wait a minute, how many kids do they have? How many damn baby they done had?
She's got
girl.
She's got 4 kids. She's got Future Junior. She's got Sienna. She's got little baby Russ, and this girl Amora, the youngest.
Okay, so she got 2 boys, 2 girls.
Yes.
Shit, and he want another one. Man, better stop, girl. Dang, And she got a beautiful body. She ain't finna go nowhere. I don't think she going nowhere. You would be done. You would be seriously stupid to go somewhere, and you got the best option right there in front of you, and he is her best option as long as he adore her and she adore him. But they don't seem like they slowing down. I mean, I'm wishing them the best of luck. I'm wishing you the best of luck because most marriages don't last. I'm wishing y'all the best of luck. I am. And the Sierra prayer, I just looked at the Sierra prayer, and was this something she wrote? The Sierra prayer? Or she just sung? Oh, she wrote it for Russ?
She made it sometime after her and Future broke up. So apparently, it broke her, and she, kind of cleaned up her actions and went to God and prayed this special prayer and shared it with the world. And now every woman thinks that they can get their own little Russell based off of her prayer.
This is they little relationship is a whole nother thing. They relationship is a whole nother thing. I mean, compared to most people, you don't. They live their life in the spotlight. So when you look at them, you can look at them and tell that they are happy with each other. I ain't being no hater. Y'all stop being haters. Y'all stop being haters. We wishing them the best of luck because we very rarely see people who are successful in relationships. This is what we want to see in the black community. We need more examples more than ever when we don't have that many. We need as many examples of good marriages and good relationships than we know what to do with. Because very rarely do I see it in the public. Angela Bassett and her husband in the public, perfect. You haven't heard anything about that relationship. Then you hear Denzel, Samuel Jackson. You hear a lot of them, but we very rarely see some that are our age or younger that have been successful and been together 10 years in X, Y, and Z. So I'm a pray for them that that it stays the way that it is, and hopefully it's a good thing. You may be right, I don't know, but I'm hoping for something different. They may be right, I don't know.
Well, if it breaks, I know you'll be the first to cover it. I'll be tuned in.
I sure will. I will. You know I will. Zendaya's prayer. Oh boy, stop it, Ty. We know that's your girl. We know that's your girl.
All right, HQ.
Anyway.
I'm gonna let you get back to the.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Woo. Thank you,
Bye.
thank you, thank you for coming up. All right, y'all. Let's finish this lady out.
The whole time the kids were growing
Ma'am,
up.
I'm just asking what you say you want. You say you want to be married. And I said, why? You said, because I want to see some changes. I said, what? The first thing you said was with children. And I'm asking, is that the purpose of marriage? To come in and change something with another man's children? Is that what marriage is supposed to be for?
Told you sound like you don't like women very much, Black America. What's going on?
I don't think that's what they are for. But what I'm saying is that maybe the real reason is to find real love. Because when you find real love, it comes with a lot. You don't have to make changes. Everything happens naturally.
Where did you learn that?
Where? Just real life.
Who taught you that? Who taught you that?
Nobody taught me.
Hold on, man. I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just trying to understand. Where did this notion of marriage comes with real love changes things? Where does that come from? Who taught you that?
How does real love doesn't change anything?
No. So you don't answer a question with the question. I'm asking you why you learned that.
Trying to help her. Because I don't know what she's talking about. I ain't trying to help her at all.
She has a real man, a real
No, we're not
love.
talking about Sierra, man. I'm asking.
That's what the subject is about.
No. See, you can't go back to something you weren't ready to talk about. I'm asking. You said real love changes things, and I'm saying.
How?
First off, you said you wanted to be married and you wanted your husband to come in and change things with kids. And I asked, is that a role for a husband? You had to say, no, it's not. But then you went back and said, but real love changes things. And I'm saying, who taught you? Who taught you when you were a young girl or a young woman that marriage is about real love?
Hello, Juanita.
Who taught
Make sure
you
you guys are hitting that like button, hit that like button and that share button, please. And thank you. Ty, I did tell you that the person that could help me do both of the streams, I don't know whether he would help me. Probably tell me to go fuck off.
Was it your mother?
No one taught me anything about love growing up. Actually, I raised myself.
Okay. Marriage is not about love.
Isn't that what everybody's looking for? Real love in a marriage? I don't know what other reason why people are in a relationship. So if marriage is not about finding
what did your
love
mother
and
teach you?
finding your soulmate.
What did your mother and father teach you the purpose of a marriage was?
I don't know. Y'all put it in the chat. Y'all tell me, what do y'all think marriage is about? I mean, what do you think marriage is about? Do you think marriage is just about duty? Because it's not just about duty. I can tell you that. Because if it's just about duty, then people would be leaving left, right, and center if it was all about duty. Okay? So it ain't duty. It has to have some kind of feeling in it somewhere. It ain't about just duty.
Well, my mom never teach me anything.
Who raised you?
I grew up in Haiti. I left there when I was 14,
Okay.
and I lived with my father for about 2 years. And when I was 16, I was at my father's house, so nobody really teach me anything about men and
And
women.
that's one of the issues today with so many of our women, black women in particular. You don't get taught. You don't get taught right. You don't have time to be a little girl. You go directly from being
HWY, don't beat nobody up, okay?
an infant to damn near to a toddler to a babysitter to a woman.
I think it's about mutual respect and common interest. I mean, however you need to decipher it. I think you have to have that respect, and you can have the common interest. Mhm.
And then y'all are out here talking this stuff like you don't know what our purpose is. Men outside of sex and protection and provision, you don't know
Oh, I ain't mad at you. I just thought maybe you was mad at somebody else. I ain't mad at you.
who we are. So you're walking around with these ideas that came from where?
Fairy
You said you
tale.
didn't get taught. So we're
Oh, she's just like most women. You see things out there in the atmosphere in the internet, and you think, okay, I can get that. I can get a man to love me like that. Instead of doing the hard work to get somebody to love you like that. You have to get some. You have to do what you got to do for yourself in order for you to put yourself in a position to get people like that. Okay. But a lot of people look online and then look in the newspaper and magazines, and then they think this is what I want, and they haven't done any kind of work. That's why alpha male strategies, I can understand what he's doing. The alpha male strategies, he's getting the men prepared to do X, Y, and Z. Just like the men have to prepare, the women have to prepare. You also have to prepare to be a wife. If that's what you want to do, you prepare to be a wife. It depends on what needs you need, what you need in order to come up to snuff, in order to be marriage material. You need to, if you lack the education, go get the education to be the wife.
where these ideas come from because this is how you're judging men on love and this and other kind of stuff. I mean,
I guess I have a lot to learn. I'm not sure what to say with that. If marriage is not based on love.
Marriage has never been about love first because love comes after. Ma'am, with 200 years ago in Haiti, did people date for 2 years before they got married?
Well, people in
200
Haiti
years
just
ago, listen to the question. Hundreds of years ago, did people date and fall in love before they got married?
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I'm not 100 years old.
But no, I'm sorry.
So
No,
I don't know.
That's an unacceptable answer because you're almost 40. It doesn't require.
yeah, but I understand what he's saying, but the times have changed. Times have changed. It was more about survival. It wasn't about marrying for love or marrying because I want to, as opposed to back then. Back then, people got married because they had to. You had to leave your parents' house. They had nowhere to go, so you had to get yourself a husband. You had to move out of your parents' house into a man's house so he could take care of you. And the only way he could take care of you is if you married him. Today's women and men don't need to get married. They want to get married. And that's why it's so valid, it's so vital for all of this to be a choice and not some kind of survival mechanism. Nobody is being forced to get back then, forced to get married. You had to get married. We couldn't have a bank account. We couldn't have a checking account. We couldn't buy a house. A lot of things we couldn't do unless we were married. I'm saying back then, the way he's talking, that it's the same as it was back then and it is now. It's not. It's just different. Women don't need men, and men don't need to get married. Hopefully, you want to get
I've
married.
been 100 years old to know how it used to be. All it requires is a library card.
Well, I had a
But
really
if you're gonna be unresponsive like this, I got, because that's an unresponsive answer. You know what I'm trying to ask.
I do. I understand you.
Answer the
It's just
question
that
instead of giving me the smart ass answer. I'm not 100 years.
I'm not trying to be a
That
smart
is a
ass.
smart answer. Okay,
I'm being real with you. Like
But ma'am, to say I'm not 100 years old does not help the conversation.
Okay, sorry, I didn't.
Everybody want to be understood, and everybody wants to be loved and respected. And maybe not in that order, but most people want to be in a relationship where they somebody understands them, somebody accepts them for all their flaws, their warts, and everything else. And a lot of people want to get married. They don't necessarily have to get married, but you want to have a companion, you want to have a mate. A lot of people want to have a mate. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants to have a mate at some point.
Didn't mean it that way.
And that's one of the issues between us as men and women. Y'all are really informal with us, and it's like y'all even know y'all offending us, and y'all want us to be cognizant when we offend you guys.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
So I asked you 200 years ago, wherever did people date and fall in love before they got married, or did they make an arrangement, got married, and then everything else came later?
Yeah, I think it starts with the arrangement and dating.
So love has never been the baseline for a marriage. And what I'm doing here, folks, is because this is the nature of Sierra's prayer. It's all based in this fantasy of of princess, Prince Charming, Mr. Right, divine intervention, God will send them to me. And then when we mortal men come along who are flawed, y'all end up leaving.
Nobody, we're not saying, I'm not saying that kind of marriage won't work. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. I'm saying marriage has evolved into what it is today. Marriage has evolved. Nobody's going back to, I want to trade you for a goat, or the goat is X, Y, and Z, then I want to trade you to get a goat, or I want to trade. Not too many people are going back to that. So love has to have some kind of bearing or respect, at least. Love or respect.
Because ain't nobody taught you to stay with us. If you're not getting everything you want on Tuesday, y'all are gone by Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then you want somebody else to come along when your kids and their teenagers and change it. That's not our job. That's too much lifting for one man.
Yeah, I understand.
Hold on, let me bring some up. Let me bring another person. If you can stay in if you want to, I'm gonna bring somebody else in. Because I'm curious to why.
And I guess I would not require marriage either. Nobody requires but my question would be, why is it that they don't want to get married? Why is it that people don't want to get married? What would be the reason for not getting married? Oh no. Why wouldn't you want to get married? At least to try marriage. Why wouldn't you want to be married? If you because people have different reasons, but why?
So many women today seem to have.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
So I got 2 kids. I was listening.
Ooh,
I got
look at
2
them nails.
kids, right? And
Hold
it's
on.
not.
Hold on. How old are you?
Are you talking? I'm 28. I turned 28 in January.
Okay, go ahead.
So when it comes to Sierra prayer, I cut it off.
Same phone number work.
I don't know why. It's not that I don't know what it's about.
I only do the phone number on the 10 o'clock show.
Because I clearly see she came out of like a toxic relationship.
Gotta have money to destroy. He's gotta have decent money in the bank for me to destroy it. 9 times out of 10, if you don't have no money in the bank and you poor and you make less than 150,000, it ain't even worth the headache. It's not worth the headache because you don't have enough money for me to take. So that's just a fallacy for people that's under making 150,000. If you ain't making more than 150,000, marriage ain't gonna make or break you. Most of the time, y'all gonna leave with what you came in the relationship with. And stuff is only divided when you get married. So
into a good one. But when it comes to Sierra Prayer, that's just not what I want.
yeah.
Like, I don't want a Derek Wilson or whatever her husband name is.
How many kids do you?
Two.
How old is your oldest?
Two boys.
How old is
My
your
oldest is my oldest 7.
And you're 20.
I hate to hear that they don't want to get married. I hate to hear that because marriage is it's a beautiful thing if you find the right person and y'all jail. If you all jail and you get you get all the headache and all this other static out the way and you just want to be in a relationship with this person. Uh and you just want to do the right thing. It's a beautiful thing if you find a person like that. Instead of taking from another person or they taking from you, marriage can be a beautiful, beautiful thing. You just let me exist and I let you exist and we love on each other. We just love on each other, right? In the right way.
And
28.
my youngest, yeah, so I had him when I was 20. And my youngest just turned 5.
Were you married when you had the children?
Uh-uh.
Different fathers?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to be married in the future?
I do. Because I never been married and I already got 2 kids. And then like I be meeting a lot of guys who deserve a good wife. So I just wish that I could have, been that. But yeah, so I guess that's why I'm not with Sierra Prayers.
But what is Sierra's prayers other than saying that she wants the next man to come along to be her husband?
Oh, I know, Saheed. I know.
But she wants everything that God has for her.
I'll make sure y'all hitting the like button. I appreciate the like button. Appreciate the like button. I'd appreciate super chat. Super chat would be amazing at this particular time. Thank you very much. But I need the like button and the share button and all that good stuff. Please and thank you.
To be honest, I didn't even know that because, like I said, I cut it off.
These days, the women these days are not. I mean, you got women all over the place like Cynthia G. They're not as bad as Cynthia G, but they out there, preaching against X, Y, and Z and X, Y, and Z. No compromise. You're not compromising. You're not this, that, and the other. That's all marriage is a series of compromises. You just gotta be good people. Be decent human being. Don't look at a person and see what advantage you can get out of a person. Look at how you can bring advantage into the marriage. How you can bring joy into the marriage instead of saying, I want to just be happy and I'm going to get happy and I ain't going to make him happy. Think about somebody else other than yourself.
Because I be feeling like people use it like in a way like they want a Derek Wilson.
Absolutely.
So I guess because I don't want that. Yeah.
But the first thing you have to do, I applaud alpha male strategies because alpha male strategy says you have to have a game plan. If you don't have a game plan to be married, to be in a relationship to X, Y, and Z, and you just think you can walk into it and I'm going to cook, clean, and everything, cooking and cleaning is not the end and be all. It's not everything. There's other things that go along with the cooking and the cleaning. You got to be present and you got to choose. You got to choose, right? A Denzel prayer, hell yeah.
Sierra husband. I'm like, I don't really want that because I kind of fucked up in the relationship. So I can't really say like it was the nigga how Sierra praying about it. So that's why I cut it off.
The nigga?
Future, yeah.
Wow.
Her ex man, the kid of her father, yeah. So with my kid father.
Why do you want to be married? Outside of the fact you've not been married.
I want to be married because I like the marriage relationship now that I'm 28. I like how guys who want to be married think and act because that's not how my kids' fathers think and act, and that's why we ain't get married.
Are you a wife?
She a hood babe. She's a hood babe, but there's an opportunity there. She's conscious of the fact. If she becomes conscious of the fact that she's very, very unrefined as a wife, maybe she'll pull herself together. If she pulls herself together, she can be a wife if she pulls herself together. Okay? Let's do that unfollow button in there now. That's why women don't love you weak. Oh, wow.
Me? My son is crazy. Am I a wife? I am.
You know, she ain't a great candidate, but
You know what? To be honest, I'm not being honest with myself.
she better than half the females that we be talking to. Half of them be like, I ain't marrying you, I ain't marrying no Dusty, I ain't doing that. It's another other. At least she talking like maybe I can pull some shit together. At least she coming around the bend. Okay, I'm not saying she's a candidate. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying she's better than the chicks on the block right now talking about I ain't gonna marry you unless you got money. I ain't gonna do this unless you that nerd. She at least trying to figure some shit out. She at least trying to figure some shit out. How many women have you actually said, okay, I'm trying to figure this out. Maybe I should be under a man's covering. Maybe I should be talking to a man. Maybe I should be talking to my baby daddy, going back to my baby daddy. She at least trying, right? She at least trying. We're not saying she's the one. That's not what we're saying. I'm just giving her a little bit of grace, HW. A little bit.
So, I wasn't, but I am now. I wasn't.
Oh, that part, no.
Because when I had him, I didn't want to get married. I didn't.
So how long
know,
would you
like,
say you've been a? So how long would you say you've been a wife?
I've been a wife for like 4 years. I ain't gonna say 5 because I learned.
That's where you're wrong. You're not a wife. You're not a wife. R&B, I got a $5 super chat from Through the Fire podcast. TJ HQ, I have a question. What woman doesn't think she can always do better despite her situation? Women always think they can do better. People always think they can do better. You just got to do better, and then stick to your choice. Stick to your choice after you make the choice, because that's when you choose. You pick a person, and then you choose that person, and stick there. That's all. Juanita Bynum loves Christ. Chris, $9.99. Thank you. That's why women don't love you weak men. Whoa. You rely on block, unsubscribe, unfollow buttons and are not soldiers. Jesus Christ is coming back. How you gonna block, escape, button him? Okay, thank you for the super sticker, Juanita. Thank you, thank you.
You know how to move and why I need a husband. So I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know. Yeah, I wasn't with getting married. I didn't like it. No.
Do you want more kids?
I do. I want a daughter, but I really focus on like the marriage. I'm not focused on the kids right now.
Why? Oh, wait a minute.
I'm distracted with the fingernails.
I am too.
I like my nails, so, but like I'm saying, I'm not focused on the kids right now. I didn't have 2 kids so young. I'm on the little car right now. Hold on.
So,
but yeah, it was good to talk to you. I always request to talk to you, and I never get through.
So if you don't get married, are you going to be able to survive in this life?
Retire?
Alone?
I always ask myself that. So I was just talking to this guy, and we was talking for like 3 months. So in the 4th month, I was like, dang, if we don't like get out of this talking stage.
Healism, you ain't submissive and all that. You ain't that submissive girl.
I'm gonna have to go back to school and focus on my career and my retirement plan, because I just didn't.
Where did you go to school for? Where did you go to school for?
I went to school for cosmetology, but I want to go to school for law.
For law?
Law, yeah. I want to be an attorney. I want to be a judge, but I want to go to school for law.
What?
Yeah. Samuels. That's what I want to do now. I mean, I didn't already had kids. I didn't think I could do that. So I feel like I could go to.
Were you raised with your mother and father?
I was.
Was your mother and father married?
What the hell? I mean,
and I was so afraid to have this conversation because
father?
I didn't think I could do that.
For law?
Law, yeah. I just didn't
Where did you go to
think
school
like
for? Where did you go to school for?
I went to school for cosmetology, but I want to go to school for law.
For law?
Law,
Oh,
yeah. I want to be
she
an
want to be
attorney.
a lawyer.
I want to be a judge, but I want to go to school for law. Yeah, Samuel. That's what I want to do now. I mean, I didn't already had kids. I didn't think I could do that. So I feel like I can go to
Were you raised
school.
with your mother and father?
Hey, she dreaming. I mean, she she dreaming. She want to be a judge. That's wild. Zeus, you up here, Zeus? That's wild. She want to be a judge.
Okay.
I was.
Was your
Am I
mother and
breaking
father
up?
married?
Yeah, you there? You are breaking up because I can't hear you. You are breaking up.
And I was so afraid to have this conversation because everybody.
Y'all notice, y'all see them fingernails, right? How the hell you gonna do anything with those fingernails? You see mine are just regular, just regular. So they look fashionable, but they're a little bit long, but they're not too long. That's crazy what she got on her hands. How do you wipe your ass? How do you grab anything? How you turn the light switch off? How you do any of those things? That's wild. And she got a baseball cap on with raggedy weave.
Admire my mom and dad marriage. And I did not want to have to get on here and say I didn't like it, and I didn't. And I didn't really know shit.
Like what? You didn't like what?
I didn't like my mom's role in the marriage.
What do you mean you didn't like her role?
Like, so my mom and my dad worked, and I just feel like my mom do everything. So I think that's why. Okay, so let me tell you the story.
What do you mean everything? In the house?
So like she'll pick us up from school, she'll take us to our practices, she'll cook, she'll if we're going through something, we go to our mom.
Those nails are not practical, and y'all know it. You can't do nothing with them. Zeus, did you come up? Did you come in, Zeus? Okay. She can't do
No,
nothing
I'm
with
not
them
here.
nails. You are here.
I'm not here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm here then.
Okay. Let's listen to some more.
So if
What
my
is
dad
it?
was right
Okay,
there. So in my
These are the women who who are responding to Sierra's prayer. They wanna respond to Sierra's prayer. That's all. And they're not responding quite correctly. That's who they are.
Okay, did you know Sierra's a witch? Did you know that? Or am I the only one that knows that?
I thought the Sierra was the singer, the dancer Sierra. That ain't who we talking about?
Where was she married at? Where did they get married at?
Her and Russell.
How come I'm the only one that does homework?
I have no idea. What? Wait, what? A witch? What you talking about?
Where did she get married at?
Where did Sierra and Russell get married at?
Yeah, and why I hate that we use them as an example again. But anyway, here we are. I also wanted to drop something else. Let me drop something else while I'm here.
What?
KevinSamuels, thank you very much for listening to some of him and giving him an opportunity or giving us a chance to put it on the table. When he started out you're seeing how he started to talk to people. Well, what happened was he said, okay, that's it. Bring up all these little sassy women who gonna try to challenge me. That's what happened. That's when the tone changed too. Because I think you're seeing a lot of restraint and him being peaceful and him trying to get everybody in order. And then the hive came out and was like, oh, we gonna tell you. That's when his tone changed. That's when because you see, even with this hood booger, he's trying to be patient.
Hood booger. You on his hell for that.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah,
With
I
the,
mean, she's uh, uh, she's something else.
okay, so wait a minute, hold on. You said something about marriage. Let me just. I'm not gonna try to say correct you because I want to respect you. Okay, you make it hard sometimes, but I want to respect you. So when you go to get married, not when you go to the courthouse, but when you go to get married, what's the first thing the pastor says to you? What's the first thing you say when the bride walks up? A lot of people don't know because they miss this point. They
I don't
say,
know. There's some objection.
no, what? They say, who is here to give this person away?
Okay. Okay.
So stop saying that they chosen. They given away because in a family, they eating up resources. When a woman can create workforces, that's why the Amish have so many kids. That's why the Mormons have so many kids, because it's to create a workforce for the farm. That's what it's for. So when people got married, that's why they had kids and they gave away animals and land.
Okay. Okay.
So the father's saying, here, I'm going to give you something so you can create your own. That's what the father was doing.
Okay. I'm. Oh, how are you giving me pushback? What would I say different than that?
Well, it's a business. It's
Well,
a
yeah.
business.
Back then, yes. Back then, it was that a business. He said, "What did the women do back then?" I mean, I'm not well versed in 19th century marriage, but I'm just saying marriage today is quite different from the marriage back then when they gave away a daughter for a goat or a daughter for a dowry. Yes. And they not doing that same thing now because we have women who have independence and they don't need to be married in X, Y, and Z. I was just making that point. I wasn't being an expert about
So who
marriage
pays
back
for the
then.
wedding? Who pays for the wedding in the 1800s or 1700s, whatever? Whenever you was born. Go ahead.
I mean, it was one of the what? It was one of the it was dowry based, wouldn't it? Wasn't it dowry based? Something like that. So
Is that your way of saying you don't know?
that's my way of saying I don't know. I'm
The
assuming it's
father of the
dowry.
bride paid for it way back at the beginning. Guess who pays for it today? The father of the bride.
Okay.
So even though we want to say it's different, it really hasn't changed. There's been nuances, but the process hasn't changed. The beginning, you look at the man's assets. What do women in dating talk about? Looking at the man's assets. And I think Black America brings up a good point, which he does do his homework. What are the women spending their money on? They have a big need, they have a big list of what they want, but they don't have a big list of what they're going to pay for or how they're going to make whatever dream come true. They want a sponsor or somebody to fund that dream. This woman is not putting time into herself of what she wants to be.
Right.
I'm going to use you as an example, even though I say don't do unicorn thinking. You said, I want to be a wife. Now, you didn't do it in the right order, but you went to the library. You went and tried to find models. You went and asked questions. To me, this woman doesn't want to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to do research. And you go, okay, well, why would people get to that point? This is my logic. What does marriage do for you? It levels you up. If she's a single woman with 2 kids and she got a husband, now she got somebody to help her. Even if she says she don't need help, some of the things that's on her plate don't have to be on just her plate. Whenever you're a single woman, no matter how successful you are, somebody will always ask this question: are you married?
Married.
If you're dating, somebody's going to ask, are you married? And then that's going to be the fact of your value. With that said, I'm in.
Okay. Oh, so Sierra is older than Russell? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, she's a little older than they got married in Peckforton Castle, Peckforton Castle in Cheshire, England. Okay, and Russell was 27, she was 31, or she was 30. Okay, and that beats y'all out of the older woman thing, and she had a kid. Beating all you hoes. Excuse my friends. Here we got a next video. Hey man, hold on. Let me put that video on. Let me do that thing. Put the video on. Okay. Hold that still. Hold it still. Here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? I was just being funny, but you know, I want to talk to you.
Hold on. How old are you?
I'm 31.
What do you want to talk to me about?
You know, I'm a boss woman. I just was out at my booth, you know, doing my pop-up shop today, and I went to college, and I believe that I can have a family one day. I believe that.
How many kids?
Russell was married before. See, Sierra wasn't Russell's first choice either. So she wasn't his first choice either. He had a white wife. Before he married Sierra. So Sierra wasn't his first choice, and she wasn't his. If you're looking at it that way, they weren't each other's first choice. So they were each other's second and last choice. That's what you got to look at.
Kids you got?
No kids.
Okay. You believe you can have a family? Okay.
Yeah, I believe I can meet my match. I believe that I can find someone that.
Roll it back. No.
Oh, sorry.
Don't do.
I'm sorry.
We don't know what talk.
She rolling. She ain't listening to nothing he say. She want to get it out.
I'm sorry. I'm getting people go to my page, my website, because I'm talking to you. So it's like, wow, I was shocked that.
Well, turn off the comments and have the conversation.
Let's talk. Help me out, Kevin.
I don't know why. I mean, if you already have it all figured out, why you need my help?
I mean, I want to help your viewers too see my point of view and talk to you and have a conversation.
Look at Kevin. Like this bitch right here. Shut up. Look at him. Like, why don't you be quiet and wait? Boy, is he gonna go off?
I don't think my viewers want to hear a woman tell them anything.
I don't want to tell them. I want to answer your question.
You said you wanted to talk to me.
Go ahead. I just want to talk about your conversation about how I can meet my match. How can I make?
I don't know what your match is. What do you want?
You see how she's talking herself into a hole?
Yeah, I see he's getting annoyed with this. What's going on with this?
Right, but she doesn't recognize it because she got her own agenda, and that's what our RJ talked about. She a lot of women call in with their own agenda to his show.
Hey, Aaron, you there?
Yes. All right. Hello.
Okay. We just starting on this lady.
That, you know, can match my drive, my ambition, you know, someone that can bring to the table what I bring to the table as a woman. You know, I want someone that can meet, you know, my match.
How's that working out for you?
It's been working out great, but, you know, honestly, I don't think guys at this point in my career are what I need to focus on. Like, I just want to focus on myself. And then when I get to a level where I'm comfortable, you know, I want to settle down, and that's what's in my vicinity. Then I'll explore that more.
You come up there?
Want any children one day?
Yes, of course. That's why I'm doing everything.
No, I don't sound of course. It's not of course. I mean,
well, not of course, but
hold on.
That's highway. HWY.
How many kids would you like to have?
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Which one?
You know, 2 and a maybe, you know.
2.
I'm always afraid that I'll poke my eyes out. I saw those nails, and some of them actually look interesting. And then I thought to myself, I would kill myself. I'd stab myself in the ass. I'd stab myself in one of my nipples. I just can't do them nails she got.
2 or 3. Which one? 2 or 3?
3. Let's say 3. Let's just go for it.
What state do you live in?
I live in Las Vegas right now.
At what age does geriatric pregnancy attach for the female?
I'm sorry, what?
At what age does geriatric pregnancy attach for women?
Yes, you know, if there is a time.
At what age?
I'm like, I hear at 35 you begin to
At
be
35, at 35, at 35, yes, at 35. When
I'll
was your
settle
last,
for one kid.
at 35, no, at 35, when was your last relationship?
I mean, I'm dating someone now, but my last relationship was 1.5 years ago.
And how long did it last?
5 years.
Hey, could you do me a favor? You keep swiping. Could you turn
These
off?
people are going to my website.
Okay, turn off the notifications or turn off comments because that's kind of.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'll just ignore it. It's blocking your face though.
Well, you can turn off the comments. All you have to do is hit the 3 dots.
No, do you know my website? It tells me when I get viewers.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so 5 years.
Oh, he gonna go
5
off.
years was your longest relationship.
You're gonna drop her.
Why didn't you guys get married?
Well, we just decided that's not what he wanted at that time. He wanted to focus on his business as well and get himself to a better position. You know, that's not. We both were just, you know, wanted to focus on business at this time in our life.
And what kind of business are you in?
I do marketing and branding. Same thing, you know, but I'm also, you know, I do.
All right, so at what age?
I own a marketing.
At what age? No, I don't know. We have this conversation. At what age do you think you will be ready or in a position to settle down?
Like soon, like now. I'm dating someone.
At what age?
31.
Well, ma'am, those two, you just contradicted yourself.
How?
Was you came through the door talking about you're not ready to do something.
I never said. I said that I want to. That's why I'm not in a relationship. I'm dating someone.
How long have you been dating this person?
For about 4 months.
Is he wanting to get married?
Yes.
Did you guys start dating with the intention to be married?
Well, yeah, I am, but how can I, balance my work and my relationship?
Did you start?
She go wrong at, Aaron? Where did she go wrong?
This one is kind of everywhere. I'll tell you what. She's double streaming with Kevin, and I'm not sure if he knows it. She's siphoning it. Like she's running something.
Because she keeps swiping, messing with the screen. Okay. And then that's why.
Talking about because she says when I made aware when I get more viewers. What kind of shit are you on? You're getting viewers, and she kept saying her website. She's double streaming. So, and it doesn't sound like he is aware because he's telling her how to cut out the comment and all this other, you know what I mean? Do it that way. And so that tells me right there, she's like a scammer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't trust her as far as I can see. Her face is crooked, HQ.
She seems to be not there to get advice because she got a man already. Apparently,
she's there to get views and subscribers or attention, something. But she's crooked. Look at her face. Her face is crooked.
And she's deceptive anyway from the beginning. And this was supposed to be a show in which he was helping women, and some women were trying to eat off of him too.
Yeah, well, ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. You know what I mean? Mobb Deep said it.
And they were doing it back then.
Did you start dating this man with the intent that I'm dating men specifically and solely towards getting married?
Yes.
You guys have had this conversation?
Yes, from the day
one. He wants to get married?
Yes.
And what kind of time frame does he want to get married?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm really not sure that I haven't had that. I haven't had that specific conversation.
You haven't had the conversation.
Okay.
So you talk a lot.
No, I don't.
I'm getting to the bullet points.
Okay.
If you're dating with intention,
then you talk a lot.
You said I'm dating a man, and we got it clear that I want to be married. He wants to be married. The next question is in what time frame? Because in 4 months, if you didn't know from day 1, why'd you go to day 2 or 3?
I mean, I'm assuming it's within a year or so.
We don't assume shit. We're business people. Right. We don't assume anything.
Well, I'm just dating right now. I'm
no,
still
man. We're business people. We're business people. We don't assume anything. We can't. Can you deposit an assumption? No. So in other words, you're not dating with what I call an intention to be married.
Okay.
Osmos, did you see this? Live?
So way back when he was alive, yeah, I came across this. So Kevin is like well rounded. So now I think she either just gonna quit or he gonna drop her because she's gonna keep going back to the stuff that she seeing on her screen. But I'm gonna say she just draining. She just talk a whole lot. Don't like really land on nothing serious because she just distracted. She busybody, but like she's not actually really there, and he getting annoyed by that. When you watch him, you start to gauge about how you're gonna get annoyed as much as him because he talk with good faith to help you. They there just for the attention off of his wave to try and garner views. That's why Kendra G always say, "Are you streaming? Are you streaming?" And people are telling you streaming, so he wasn't really like paying attention to that. I can understand like back then how it's like, wow, these chicks don't actually care. They just want to be there to be there, like it's a hype thing.
So why don't you have the conversation with him tomorrow?
I tried to have it last night. I had something to do today, so I didn't go into it, but it is something that I do have intentions on doing soon.
But see, that's the problem. If this man was what you say he is, he would already have had this conversation with you up front. You see, this is part of the problem. You ladies talk, but you don't want to get the real stuff up front because you might not be his pick, and he might not be yours. But the bottom line is, if he says tomorrow, no, I don't want to be with you. I like this, but I don't want to take it any further. What are you prepared to do?
Just continue dating.
Thank you.
Other people.
Continue dating, but you're only dating this one person.
Well, not by that's by choice.
But you're only dating this one person right now.
Yes.
So go back to geriatric pregnancy. Go back to when do you want to get married?
Okay. I feel you. All right.
This is what I mean. This is why you can't have what you say you want because you ladies don't approach it with seriousness.
Well,
you guys just no, because the calendar has told you what life is.
I try not to put a date on things that I can't determine, but I understand what you're saying. The intentions of actually putting a date on it could help expedite.
I want you guys to understand how often our women don't want to put restrictions on or avoid women who don't want to put a calendar or a clock on anything.
No. Sometimes it's not a matter of her putting a clock on it. Sometimes it's a matter of she knows he really don't want to be in a relationship with her, or she really knows that he don't want to have long term with her, and she's just holding on to that by not saying anything to him. Maybe he won't kick me out, or maybe it won't be over immediately if I ask for a commitment. Because they know, women know. Aaron, or is it Zeus? Are you up here, Zeus?
Yeah, you just said the same thing Kevin said. You just said, he said it in 2 sentences. You said it in a paragraph.
All right.
You don't want to put a clock on it because it's rejection. It's real clear.
Right. There you go.
I mean, it seems that it could appear that way, but it's definitely
it is that way.
Some people just try to have faith, that whatever's going to happen.
No, there's no faith. It is that way.
Okay. I understand you. I believe you, but I never thought about it like that.
Well, that's why men run the world. Because when stuff has to be done in a systematic way, you guys don't approach it that way. You approach it in your feelings and faith.
So do you think men do that? They know when they want to get married and they set a date on that?
Yes. I know at least 10 men who got married. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 men in my group alone. Plus, you can go on YouTube and see all the videos of people who say, I've been listening to Kevin. I've gotten married in under 6 months. Yeah, show you.
Well, yeah, they're listening to you, but do they
know
know
man,
that?
you asked me. I can not only tell you, I can show you people, I can show you folks. Dennis Furley, he's an attorney right here on YouTube, found his fiance in my group inside of a week. See, the problem is...
I understand that you do help people, but I don't think people naturally know this.
then that's your problem.
I'm not saying no one knows this, but I'm saying
You don't
I
think people
the
naturally know?
majority of
No.
people
The
that
answer
you're
is
following up
okay. I
saying
need
that
to
they
go
do
right
this,
off
they're
that.
not
Don't
thinking, oh, if I
talk
put
me.
shade on it.
Ain't
You
nothing wrong with you,
overtalking
man.
me.
I told you don't overtalk me.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
I'm listening.
No, you
but I
can't
was
listen to me if I'm talking and you're talking through me. That's the one thing I ask you not to do. And when I raise my voice, you start talking louder.
Shouldn't raise your voice, honestly.
Get off my phone.
Ouch. Ouch. And she already had an agenda when she came up there. She already wanted to do her smart aleck thing. But you know, that's some of the women that came up there. Look, not all of them are open to that kind of advice. She learned something. She learned that her boyfriend really didn't want to marry her. If you never came away with any kind of lessons from this, that was the best thing. Learn when the person has a time limit, or learn if the person you're their person by immediately. See, I want to know immediately. I don't want to know 6 months down the road. Oh, okay, I really don't want to be in no relationship with you. I just like the sex. I want to know immediately. I want to know within 2 months, 3 months. I don't want to fool with you like that. But because women will do that, they will hold off because they don't want to get hurt. They'll end up trying to have a baby, knowing full well the man does not want to have a baby with you, but you end up getting pregnant. You end up doing X, Y, and Z, and this is the type of woman, that is the type of woman that will do that.
Or whatever. I want to be in a relationship, but I feel like maybe I'm a little too picky.
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
Dress size.
I'm like a 4. I recently had surgery, so I have like
What kind of surgery?
I don't want to black.
She's a 4. Why her face look? Why she look puffy? Oh, okay, she had surgery, so her skin. She's kind of okay.
That's myself. You got like 6,000.
Okay.
How
much? What's the most you've ever weighed?
Share.
What's the most you've ever weighed?
150 pounds.
She lying. The side eye.
You said 50,000. So.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's 42, but 50 is still. I mean, how old are you again?
28.
Have you ever dated a man making $150,000 a year?
I have.
How long ago was that?
I mean, most of them.
Hold on. When I say date, I mean serious.
Why is she doing that?
You said what?
Did you just roll your eyes?
No. I was thinking. I was like thinking.
Okay, when I say date, I meant y'all were Facebook. You know, this is my man. He's claiming you. I'm not talking about he's got another girlfriend. Y'all monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
You ever dated a man making that kind of money?
Yeah, the last guy I dated.
How long did you guys date?
We were friends for a while, and
How
so
long
we
did y'all date?
For like a year.
All right. And why didn't that go anywhere?
I know he believe her. Is he pointing out the fact that she's looking up and looking off and doing whatever she got to do because he don't believe her?
She giving telltale signs.
So she just up there because she lying, trying to do something. And she said she's a 4, a size 4.
Yeah, I think because of his earning potential, he got like I feel like so he was like a plastic surgeon, and I feel like so we started dating when he entered residency, and like I just feel like he got big headed. Like he realized like all the women that were chasing him, and he's like,
No.
I guess
No, listen. Okay, listen. Excuse me?
We had a difference in values.
Well, not really, because
He knew his worth. He knew his value.
You're talking about the way he started looking at his potential, the same way you rolled your eyes and I said, black man made 40,000.
No. Like so he started saying like he wants to have like a polygamous family, and he don't believe in like he just the things he.
If that's what he wants, he can get it.
And he can. I'm
right.
fully believe he can.
Because why? Because he's in the top 8% of black men and top earners. And you ask me, man, you got to rank yourself.
Bad look. That's a bad look. Jeez, that's a bad look.
Where would you rank yourself?
I mean, I think I'm like a 7.
I don't do 7s.
You say you don't do 7s?
No.
What is that like? What does that mean?
You can't rate. You can't use 7 because everybody wants to use 7. 0 to 10, you can't use 7. Now you gotta see why I don't use 7 because everybody wants to use 7 as a safe number.
Okay, 7.5.
No version of a 7.
Okay, 8. Okay, 8.
8.
Okay. And you all right now? I'm gonna say something. Okay.
Oh.
Maybe that's just expressive, but if you're doing all that shit with your face, I'm gonna tell you to get up off my phone. That's not cool, young lady.
I'm just an expressive person. It's not disrespect.
Yeah, it is. You wouldn't do this shit in church or in the college class.
You wrong as hell, Saeed.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, you asked me for my professional advice, so can you respect the platform?
I sure can.
Thank you. An 8. You give yourself an 8. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Who else would you rank in the 8 category as far as like famous people? Musicians, movie stars, that kind of stuff.
Hold it for 1 second. Hold it for 1 second. So whenever somebody looks away, that's called eye batting. That means you're protecting a lie. When he asks her a question, she looks away, and you hear somebody, they'll also describe it as shifty eyes. That's protecting something that's not there. With that said, I'm in.
Way off. Way off. Like goofy off.
An 8 as a famous person?
Mm-hmm.
Like in like a ratio, like not
like Beyonce's an 8.
No, Beyonce's not an 8.
Who's the image consultant in real life?
Oh, okay. So you think Beyonce's an 8? I think Beyonce's a 10.
No, she's not.
Okay.
No, she's not. Beyonce's an 8. Kelly Rowland would be a 9. And Rihanna, even with her big forehead, would be a 10.
Oh, hell no. Y'all think Rihanna look better than Kelly Rowland? He thought Rihanna looked better than Kelly. Wow.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
Wow.
So by giving yourself an 8, you put yourself in the category where Beyonce is.
Away.
Okay. So I'm not an 8.
Yeah, she's very expressive.
Beyonce.
I mean, no.
This is one of the major issues. You ladies don't know how to rank yourself. So when somebody like myself comes along with the truth, most people in my profession would give Beyonce an 8. And many black women give her a 10 because you guys want to give yourself higher numbers. So are you in her category or not in her category?
Nah, I'm not Beyonce.
I mean, we're talking about just from the face.
Oh,
okay. Then what would you give?
That's brutal. That's brutal.
I just can you hear
Go
me?
ahead. Yeah, I can hear you.
I just realized something for the black people and the white people when he was giving that example. I'm gonna ask you guys, the other guys on the panel, do we have a system a ranking for the black women? Because I'm saying it's because with the white people, they got like brunettes, they got blondes, and they got what they call them redheads or gingers, and they do have a tier system on like they know where to put themselves. With the black women, we don't go by the hair color necessarily, but what do we use?
I don't know. You got to ask the men. The two men on the panel. How did y'all do it? I don't know how you men do it.
No, I just thought about it. That's what I'm saying. I was just throwing it out there because he was explaining something. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
Aaron, Zeus. Maybe you can help him. I don't know. I don't
What's
know
the
what you
question?
guys find.
I say
Uh,
when he was explaining the tier system with Beyonce and like that when that money status upper echelon with the people, they all agree she's like an 8. And then that split second, I thought, white people do have that. They be like they have brunettes, blondes, gingers, like they have a certain kind of aesthetic, and they rank each other. They know they place. Like when he said most black women don't know how to rank themselves, I'm like the white women do know they rank themselves. So I'm thinking like, what is it for the black women that we got? I don't think they use one.
No, so no. The ranking that we're seeing now happen with Kevin Samuels is a rating scale 1 to 10 across beauty alone, and it's a ranking that can be universally applied to women of all cultures, um, ethnicities, and appearances. Um, and it's a total rating of pretty much everything from the neck up, as it would be coming out of the shower and just hit with 10.
No, I got that. I'm saying in general. Wait, well, depending on the age we at, the black women and compared to the black men when we be looking at them. For example, the white people on college, the white women usually know where to put themselves. Like a blonde versus a brunette, I think
No,
majority of them would go blonde. Like they have a certain look to them and style. So I'm just saying aesthetically.
no, right. So, yeah, I got you. But that's the distinction I was making, that the 1 to 10 scale rating, it usurps the difference between hair color. You can have a 10 redhead and a 9 blonde and an 8 brunette. You can have a brute. So me
Yeah.
personally,
Okay.
a brute,
With
right?
Yeah, with that, what do we have equal for the black women?
Oh, light skin, peanut butter, dark skin, 4C kinky hair, long straight hair.
So we wait. Okay,
So and so with the good hair, whatever.
okay. I guess we do have that. That's like okay. We got light skin. We got brown. I
Yeah,
think
but
we got
yeah,
like full black.
the colorist argument and the hair texture debate are the answer there.
Okay, they do beef with each other. My only thing I just thought of is like they compete with the size of what they look, who thick, who thicker, or something, or who about even. They got breasts.
We do the same thing. Their breast is our booty, but they both want both.
Okay, yeah, that's the thing I was just trying to think about just now.
Yeah, the ratings are the same. I mean, the way we rate it because the appearances are different, but the things that we rate and the probability of preference. So I guess what you're saying among the white community, they like their blondes, but that doesn't have anything to do with her being a 10 or a 1. So in our community, that would be like the perceived or the presumed preference across the board would be, we like light skinned women. That's where the colorism debate comes from, even though we all know, what I mean? There's tons of brown skin and dark skinned women that are absolutely gorgeous.
That's true. I don't know when
Um,
that became a thing, but it started like
right. And
in the
yeah,
high school.
right. And that's another but that would be the similarity that I would draw, the blonde versus light skin and so on and so forth, and they like titties, we like ass. But the interaction and the process of rating is the same.
okay. All right. All right.
Yes, sir. Understand Beyonce.
Okay, maybe I'm like a 6.
Which is closer to reality. Because by giving yourself an 8, you automatically put yourself in the pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous of all women across the world. And I'm sorry, at 28 years old, your lived life has told you that you're likely not there. If you're wanting a man who's going to be in the top earners of black men, that's an extremely competitive place to be. I said that's 2% of men whose people are normal people.
My parents worked hard and they afforded a pretty decent life for me. And they came here as immigrants and they weren't rich. So the idea that I have to
All right, but the difference is you're not them. You were born with Western sensibilities. Man.
But what I'm saying is
okay. All right. Listen. Okay. Where do you live?
I live in Atlanta, Georgia, but
you live with your parents?
Yes. I live with my parents.
Why?
To save money to build my business.
Okay. Have you ever lived on your own?
Yes, I did.
All right. So you live with your parents to build your business. So if somebody's making $80,000, you would be okay with the man making half of what you're making.
I would be okay with the man making half of what I'm making if he had a plan and a vision for it.
See, guys, this is what always comes down to. I'd accept it as long as he had ambition. See, this always comes down. Listen, no. We know where this goes, man. Something's wrong with your speaker. Okay. No, the average black man in this country earns $42,000. There's no more money. There's no more ambition. There's no money tree. There's no side hustle.
He gonna have to up his game, y'all. Cause the women ain't accepting the 40,000. Apparently not. They want more than 40, but they don't want 100 no more. But they definitely want more than 40. I don't know.
That's what the French toast they earn. Half of the men earn that.
I mean,
can you listen and understand that?
I do understand. I completely understand.
And then the men that earn more than that want a hell of a lot more, like your ex-boyfriend who told you,
y'all think at 40K, he's supposed to get the same, she's supposed to give the same as a high value man? Or he's supposed to get
What are you doing, HQ? What are you doing? Stop it right now. Stop it right now. She was living at her parents' house. She's still living at her parents' house. Stop it.
Okay, what did it have to do with the question?
I'm an above average earner. I'm going to go get the moon and the stars because most guys earn less than me.
Okay, so then can I ask you a question?
Listen.
The men that you want, the income, the lifestyle, no matter how you want to slice it, how you want to pretty it up. This is not my first rodeo. Please stop looking in the comment section. Look ahead in the thing, because when you're looking down there, it looks like you're not looking ahead. When you're at the end of the day, man, you can pretty it up, but you want a certain kind of lifestyle. It's a white collar lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So let me ask you this. Can I ask a question? If that's okay.
No, see, they don't shut up and process what's been said. They just got something to say back. That piss a nigga the fuck off. Like, I dealt with that shit. You be done with the conversation.
And he be done with the conversation. He make it very clear. And it's like, look at lady. She already looking in the comment section.
For women who have realistic goals, who maybe, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it okay to want a man that has a average earning potential and you guys are able to build to have more in the future? Like, I feel like you kind of, I feel like sometimes you kind of discuss.
No, you're not the builder. That's why I stopped you. No.
But the thing is, if you want a man like that, if you want a man who got ambition, then you pick a man who got ambition. You just don't pick a man who just want to be stagnant. Nobody wants to be stagnant. I wouldn't suggest anybody be stagnant or stay with somebody who wants to be stagnant, not a female or a male. So.
HQ, that ambition thing relates to that other topic where I'll be feminine until I find a guy, but the whole time I'm still masculine. What does the man's ambition have to do with how you're going to be on your part?
Ding, 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 ding.
I ain't thought that far. Don't be asking me no complicated questions. know where I'm going.
You roll your eyes one more time, and I am going to hang this shit up. I don't do that.
Wait.
Okay.
I want the French toast is wrong with you. But you know what I do know? Is this how you act on the phone? You are a trip in a relationship. And I've tried to be really nice to you. For acting the way you do, bucking your eyes and shit. This is live. People are looking.
Okay, so I'm gonna get off live because I feel like you're being a little outrageous. But thank you so much.
Yeah,
HQ.
You don't come over to somebody's place playing games.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember when I said she was living at her parents' house and she wanted to go out and find somebody that's $150,000 or whatever she wanted to find? My point in that conversation is she's not refined in her skills. She's not an adult looking for an adult. She's a kid doing kid shit, but not being accountable for it. If you got a boss and a manager and you're doing all that when they're talking to you, that's a lot of extra. So that's the kind of stuff I was pointing out.
Yeah, she's extra from the beginning. Somebody walked into the room. Answer me. Somebody walked into the room. Osmos, ask me a question again.
I said, what does your ambition as a guy have to do with how you have to behave as a woman?
Osmo, you said it the other way around.
I did repeat it for me. I'm doing something.
Okay. He said when women say it's kind of like, oh, I'll be feminine for the right guy. It's that whole thing. Like, what is you being feminine?
Oh, okay. I know what that means. That means I know you're not gonna marry me, and I know you don't want anything but sex. So I'm not gonna treat you like I would treat my husband. That's what that means.
So that attaches to his ambition. How?
Has not. You asked me a simple question. You didn't say nothing about ambition. You just said X, Y, and Z. How do I treat the man? You didn't say that.
No. Okay. Earlier, when she was saying he has to have ambition, he was like, "No, this is just what he's gonna make." She said, "You have to have a plan." So I was trying to say, okay, if I have all this ambition, what does that do for you on your part? It's similar when the girls always be saying, "I'll remain in my masculine until he get me in my feminine," and that don't make no sense. I'm like, so what does his ambition relate to you on your own part as a female? Like, what does it do and affect you for you to behave how?
I don't understand how
How does my ambition, she said he has to have ambition. Okay,
right?
I have ambition. What does it do for, how does it affect your life and your reality to do what as a female?
If I'm rocking with you, then you'll see more from me as an ambitious person. I can see the potential, then I'll bring the feminine side out of me. I'll express more, I'll do more.
So the guy's ambition triggers more of your femininity, is what you're saying?
Oh, it doesn't trigger that. That doesn't trigger that. But if I see that you're going someplace and you're not just hanging on the block, I'm gonna pull all my tricks out of my bag. But if you're not gonna be ambitious and you're not gonna do anything but be Johnny on the block, I'm not gonna put an effort into keeping my nails done, my hair done, my X, Y, and Z.
But Jay-Z was on the block and he had
I
ambition.
wasn't on the block when Beyonce met him. I mean,
He still had ambition, but he was on the block. What does that factor in? It's like, it don't matter about this. That's what I still don't get. How? So you as women think that if you get a guy who has ambition and it has to not be this particular thing, then that'll help you want to what? Help him do whatever he doing. So ambition is like, oh, he got a lot of ambition. I want to support whatever that he's doing even more.
If the man had, if I'm just dealing with nug nug, I already know nug nug is not going anywhere. I already know nug nug is not ambitious. I already know nug nug is gonna be a 3 block, 4 mile radius dude. So I
Okay.
don't put any effort into that relationship. I don't put anything beyond me being the hood booger that I probably am.
Okay.
If
So,
you come to me and you nug nug and you say nug nug, say, hey, I know I'm a nug nug, but I have a plan to be a lawyer.
oh,
And I'm finna enroll in school and
that's
I'm
the
finna
next example I was going to use. So let's say you're just already a lawyer in college and you do have ambitions to become a lawyer and just that, because he always say there's a stopping point. You're just going to be a lawyer. You only make 120K because the situation is, well, you have to be ambitious. No, he just said you just make 120K. That's it. No more. The same way at the tier of you make 40K. That's it. So
Yeah, but see, a lawyer has more potential to make more money as opposed to a forklift driver or
This too is false.
I
This
don't
too is
know.
false. So let me jump
Not
in
false.
here.
What do you mean?
Let me jump
I
in
said,
here.
well, hold on. I said potential to make more. Yes, they do have potential to make more than a forklift driver. I understand forklift drivers. I used to manage forklift drivers, so I know how much money they make.
So what did the forklift drivers do when on their days off?
The on non-ambitious ones,
No, I'm
what?
saying what did they do? Don't change the question. I asked you a question. You said
I
you
don't know
managed
what you
them. What did
mean.
they do on their day off? What did they do on their day off? You don't know. You
I'm pretty
don't
sure they
know.
didn't have. I'm pretty sure they
You
didn't have.
don't know. You don't know. Say it. Say it. I don't know. Say it.
But we're not talking about the off day. We're talking about a profession. We're not talking
Okay,
about how
I'm
much.
done. I'm done.
I don't.
Osmos,
I
go
don't.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm saying a lawyer has more. A lawyer has more potential to make more money than a forklift driver, a forklift operator. The potential or the ambition is a little bit more is a little different. That's the pinnacle, but you can still make a lot more money
okay,
as a lawyer.
okay, HQ. So my thing is, I'll just get you to like a situation, so I can just get you to the point. So all this ambition and him doing all these things does not affect your life and your reality as the woman. So his ambition to become these things and achieve these whatever things you're listing off in his reality. What about you in equal return as a female? Do you now want to be more of a wife? Do you now want to have kids? Like, what is the ambition in your sector that's going to equate? Like, let's say he want his wife to be ambitious. What you want to be making money too, like him, or what's the ambition on your part as the woman? You're fueled by his ambition. I'm like, then what do you do? How do you move now since he's so ambitious?
So I mean, a person is many people have different ambitions, right? It just depends on. Well, I want to be blunt about this. Let me just be blunt. No woman wants to be with a man that only makes $20 an hour, and he may have potential to do more. No, I don't want to make no more than $20 an hour. No woman wants to, an unambitious person.
HQ, yeah, I got you. That's true. In like in a Western like point of view, but there's women in Africa right now. The man just got 3 cows and some goats and some chickens. She have about 4, 5 of his kids, and she just fine with that. What he have to be more ambitious?
But you
So
can't. But you can't
he needs
expect
to.
every woman on the
No,
planet.
I'm just saying, like what he is doing and how he's operating now needs to affect what you do. I just think that you could operate separately in your own like path on being a female. That's his thing that he do as a guy, his profession, his education, his whatever he does to make money. I'm like,
I'm
yeah,
not. Wait a minute. You making sense. Your ambition is not. No, her ambition shouldn't be based on your ambition. That's
neither.
not the whole. The whole point is his ambition shouldn't be based on her. His ambition should be his own masculinity and what he wants to achieve in this world. He
This
should have
can't
his
be
own
real. This
ambition.
cannot be real. This cannot be real.
He has to have his own ambition. She wants a man who has ambition. There's nothing wrong with her saying, I want a man with ambition. You just pick a man with ambition. Don't pick a man who wants to stay at 40K. He don't have to do. When you get with a woman, you know what that woman wants. You should know what she wants. You should know she wants you to be ambitious. You should know she wants you to go further in your career. You should know that before you get involved with her. So if you know that and you get
So
involved with her and then you just sit there, I knew you
so
wanted me to do more, but I didn't. That's your fault.
okay, so when do you become the victim? I want to ask you, when do you become the victim of the situation? Because you saw fences and he probably had a lot of ambition and she stuck by him. And how did that end up for both of them?
But some people are content to be where they at. Some
Is,
people are
is that
content.
what you watched?
And you missed the point. And you missed the point.
I don't know what the point is. I don't even know what the point of the conversation is. I'm trying to explain to you how women
Of
think.
course you don't,
I want me.
because you're not
Oh,
listening. You're not listening.
you're not. Then you're not playing about what you're saying because I'm understanding it just how he's saying it. What are
Okay.
you trying to tell me? Am I supposed to change something? What am I supposed to say that's different? I'm telling you how women think.
Osmos, can I jump in?
You can jump in. I only can say so much. I'm not even trying to argue about it. You usually some people
I
put
don't know what y'all arguing about.
No,
it's
we're
not an
not. No, we're
argument.
not arguing. I'm just going to say something. Osmos, so I'm just going to change the trajectory, but I'm going to try to stay in the arena if I can so gracefully.
Okay.
I notice a lot of times on dating shows, women will use ambiguous words, and they do that so that's almost like a trap door they can open and exit. So a guy went in and he was a doctor, et cetera, et cetera. And then when it came in a line for the woman to talk to him, she asked him what was his ambition for dating and so and forth, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, well, I'm a doctor. All my time's taken up by blah, blah, blah. And she goes, so you're not ambitious? And he was like, I'm a doctor. Now, anybody else looking at that would have said, wait a minute, you got a chance to date a doctor, but you're busy with words? That's the disconnect that I think Osmos is talking about. Like, what is enough in your cup and what are we getting in our cup? That's what he's talking about. And we're not getting a clear answer.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, right.
HQ, you're kind of saying we should know. And we're saying we don't know because when we ask a question
Oh,
that
you're
we
not.
think
Yeah,
is
wait a minute. You need to be even plainer because I thought I answered this question, but you need to be very direct. What you need to be very
okay,
direct.
before you jump in, HQ, I mean, Osmos, am I kind of in the right
I thought
direction?
I
Yeah,
answered that question.
that's 75% of the point in my situation. I just need to know the other 25% is okay, he does that. He has it on his plate. Now how does that affect you? How do you operate yourself? Because you need him to do that and have ambition. Okay, he has that. How do you what does that have to do for you? Because he's gonna make the money, he's gonna do for you. How does your existence work based off of his ambition?
Y'all not being very plain in what you're asking me.
Let me
What are
let
you
me let me jump
saying?
in. Let me jump in right here, HQ and Osmos. Thank you for that. And
I
I
think I
think
got what you're saying, but you're not saying it directly. And I think I answered this before, but say it again. I think I answered this.
Go ahead and help her out because I did the best I could. I tried to just use simple
I'm
I
not
don't.
logic.
talking to. This is her show. I'm not even talking to her.
Okay.
Um,
I don't get it.
Osmos. So
Aaron, do you get what
Osmos.
they trying to
What
ask
I
me? I don't get it. Because I thought I
Osmos.
answered
So
this.
I think what we're saying. I hear a lot of women say how great they are, and I've met a lot of great women. So when I hear women say how great they are, if we gonna be on the same team, how are they gonna be great on this team? That's what I need to know. But what I found is the people who talk about how great they are, I don't gravitate towards them. I'll take an average player on the team and I'll team up with that person and we'll make a great team. That's kind of how I function. With that said, I'm in.
Aaron, maybe you can explain it better than what they're, and maybe I only, I thought I answered this question. Maybe I didn't. I don't know.
Aaron,
No,
tell HQ I'm not talking to her.
he's not talking to you, HQ.
What's the question? What be direct? Because they're not direct. I don't get what they're. Or maybe I just don't get it. I thought I answered that question already. I thought, what am I?
What is well? Okay. Have you try asking them for an example answer?
An example answer.
That way, maybe because maybe you're not comprehending the question from a perspective. You could be looking at a penny, and I could be looking at a penny. You're going to see a street, a building, and I'm going to see fucking a face.
Do you know the question? Do you know what they're asking me?
Yes.
Say it in your language.
Nope. Because I can't change it from the way they asked it.
Because I don't. You.
I want to know what you hear.
Maybe y'all maybe y'all I don't get it. I thought I answered this question. You're asking. Wait a minute. Give me an example. What are you talking about? Give me an example, because I really want to get this. I really want to get what you're talking about, because I think I answered it, but do it again. And I was very direct and blunt, and you just didn't hear me. So give me an example of what you're talking about. Ozma or Zeus or Osmos or somebody. Hello.
I'm trying to give some. I gave like as many examples, but I'm trying to think of something else because when I gave
Your words are word salad,
no,
and
when I gave when I said the example with fences, I was like, you say he got to be ambitious. I'm like, okay, there was so much potential when they were younger. They was ambitious, and then I said, how did that end up with going off of his ambition to be something and achieve something? And when she got with him, I said, how did that turn out? You watched the short, and I asked you, how did that turn out? I'm asking you, issue. How did that turn out?
turned out terrible. I mean, it turned out no, it didn't turn out terrible. It turned out how she wanted it to be.
It turned out how
What do you
she
mean?
wanted. Okay, so mind you, now
She
he's
wanted what she got until
okay.
she found out he cheated. She wanted everything that came along with that.
Okay, so now in this situation, when we watching the Kevin Samuels, he's saying you're gonna have or he will make about 40K, and that's just gonna be, and she can't accept that he got to have ambition, and I'm saying, okay, we
Before
saw
we get
examples.
together,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm saying, regardless of his so-called ambition that you're supposed to see the thing that he has. I'm like, okay, what about you? What
What
is it
about
about?
me?
What
Directly
about
ask the
why
question.
does his ambition affect you? And if it does, what does it do in your own reality as the woman? You start telling me it just makes you act more like a woman, and I'm like, so when a man
No, it's
when a man don't have ambition, that means what? You don't act like a woman. You don't do more
no, that doesn't mean that. That means we're going to be stagnant. That means that we're not going to
off of
progress
his
beyond what we are.
ambition. His ambition affects your ability to just operate as a female on your own.
Because 9 times out of 10, she's going to have her own ambition. If she's looking for a man who has
and
ambition, she
and she
has
has
ambition on her
and
own.
she has her own ambition to do what? What does her ambition affect his reality? We know his ambition affects hers based off what you're saying. She's gonna have her own ambition to affect what? Make him act more masculine? What does her ambition affect?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a matter of them both having. If they both have ambition, that means they have a better life. That means they have a better lifestyle. That means they can progress. They can have children without worrying about how to feed them. If she's ambitious and he's not, that means she's moving past him she's moving past him in the health of the relationship. And 9 times out of 10, she's going to leave him because he doesn't have any ambition.
Got you.
So
So
she
that
wants a man who
to
has
have.
ambition that
Mhm.
matches her.
So I'm getting from you that all of this, the work, and however he could be a doctor and he could operate and make this much. He could be a lawyer, but that's not gonna matter because
No, it's that
he does.
but a lawyer has potential to make more money.
No,
A
all that is
doctor has
irrelevant because why? Without the ambition part, you mean to tell me now all of a sudden you stagnant? Now you affected by his ambition.
he's already ambitious. He went to law school.
And then you
He's
just can't.
already
The point Kevin said, that's just all he's gonna make. That's all he's gonna attain to be. Can you live with that and deal with that? And you're
Yeah,
like,
but a lawyer who makes 120K is better than 40K. Of course, you want the person
we
who makes
got you, but
40K.
it's just about accepting what you have before you. And like again, in fences, she accepted her position where they were, even with the ambitious thing. This is all.
I'm saying
This is
she
all
should
trying
never
to
get
say.
with a man who doesn't
Oh,
have ambition. You should never get with a man who doesn't have ambition. If you're an ambitious woman, you should never get with a man who makes 40K if that's all he's going to make, because you're going to be unequally yoked. You're going to be
and
unequal.
got you. That's how. Okay, that's how the female mind is programmed to be in this day and age. I got you. I was just.
Hey,
It's
here's
that.
Erica. Erica may be able to explain it better than me. Erica, are you up here?
Hey, I'm back again.
Hey, can you explain? Can you explain what they want to know? The answer they want to know. I thought I answered it, but apparently I didn't.
um, yeah, I'll just answer it from my perspective, what I think he's trying to get at or trying to understand, and that is, for some women, not all, a man having ambition is like having a trophy to other women to show that my man has ambition. I have a workhorse that's going to provide for me. And that's a quality that a lot of women seek to have if they don't have it in their relationship.
Jesus, a
So
workhorse.
it's an ego thing for the woman.
I wanted to use that example, but I thought that was going to be extreme. I was thinking to myself, when we use ambition for the women, if I was a woman, so do I have ambition to get me Michael B. Jordan, or do I have ambition to get a guy who owns a gas station? Is that her being ambitious?
Either or, it doesn't matter whether it's Michael B. Jordan or the guy at the gas station. He has potential. He's not a deadbeat. He's not lazy. He's not stagnant.
No, the
According to
girl. Is that ambition to want to try and get the Michael B.
yes,
Jordan, or the guy who just has a gas station?
it's ambition. Both of those are ambition.
Again, my whole thing is that those guys have those things. You're ambitious to get with the person who has these. What about you yourself? What am I? What am I like? My ambition. I thought ambition was for yourself to become better character, better morality, to be able to have things about you, traits. You become ambitious to get to these things. So I'm saying, in the female perspective, it's just about you exist and you get with somebody who's just more what than you. Then you're like, okay, I want to get with this person. Oh, he's a movie star, or he owns.
Oh, I explained that. I said a woman who's looking for a man to have ambition is normally a woman who has ambition herself. She has some type of ambition beyond what she's doing. A woman who will look at a relationship like that already has things in mind that maybe she wants to do. Bum Keisha don't have ambition like that. Bum Keisha ain't thinking about nothing but the next meal or the next blunt or the next whatever. But when a woman comes to you and says, I need a guy who has ambition, 9 times out of the 10, she has ambition as well for her own self, not just necessarily him. She's not looking for, well, let me make sure you progress in the world, honey. Make sure we just make you progress. No, 9 times out of 10, she has a plan for herself to be ambitious too.
Okay, so her ambition don't benefit the guy, but his ambition benefits the girl. Then
Yes, her
Yeah,
ambition
and that's
benefits the
half
man.
of it. And that's half of it. The other half
Yeah.
is there's no guarantee that her ambition is going to be productive. She may be ambitiously seeking her way to wealth by marrying wealthy guys. So you know what I mean? She shapes herself. That's her job.
But most
Ambition
women,
only what?
but I'm saying that's a very rare few people that you're going to run into that are going to be looking and make that get to that.
No, no, no. That's most women who want their man to be
I'm
provided.
not saying we all don't have ambitions for our men. We all do have ambitions for our men. I'm
That's what I'm
saying
saying.
they just won't get to it. A lot of women just will be marrying Joe Blow who makes 40K.
Well, right. That's kind of what men usually say. That it's like you can be as ambitious as you like and have your expectations, but they need to match what you qualify for, right? And what he's saying is men's ambition in the end is going to benefit the woman. The woman's ambition is not going to benefit the men, whether it's productive or not, whether it was really to pursue him or not. Because even in the pursuit of him, if he's the one that needs to be ambitious to bring in money, and be productive, then that's going to benefit her.
Okay. Erica, you said something. was different, but you said something different.
Well, I would agree with you, HQ. I think it's 50-50 on the woman's side. She may want someone to be ambitious because she's not. You know, we look for qualities in a partner of things that we don't have or that we lack that someone else has, right? Or where we want to be. So that could be another reason why she wants someone with ambition.
I mean,
Yeah.
that could be true too. But if you look at it statistically, most women, how many bum Keishas or how many regular average Joe blow women are saying, I need my guy to be ambitious. I need to get X, Y, and Z. She may not even know what it means to. She may not even know what she really wants.
Yes,
Most women,
she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She just uses the different vernaculars. Oh, he got to
that's
get to
what I'm
the he got
saying.
to get to the bag. He got to get
Yeah.
to the bag.
They say
That's the same. They're saying the same thing. Bonquisha wants the guy that gets to the bag, just like Clarissa wants the guy that has ambition.
Yeah. I was gonna say it might be a different way she projects it, but she does want an ambitious guy. Well, most women do. It's a matter of instinct. It's just the way that women are built, or we. It's been that way. We always want more. We always want not more, but we always want the man to be
You
a
want more.
provider. It's a provider. We always in whatever capacity and be able to provide whatever our heart's desire is. It just is built into the woman. Most women want a person that is get to the bag, I guess, and be a provider. So
Erica, can I talk to you for a second?
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna take two people to the store. I'm gonna take Osmos and I'm gonna take Aaron. I'm gonna get them something, and I guarantee you they're gonna like it. Ready? I'm gonna take them to the store. I'm gonna get them the biggest truck, get it all kitted up. Osmo, Aaron, you guys good with that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now I'm gonna take the women to the store, and I know what they want. Can you guess what they want, Erica?
They want weave. They want
They want everything. With that said, I'm in.
and there's nothing wrong with ambition. That's not a dirty word. The whole point is you both have to work. If you want X, Y, and Z, you both are going to have to work. You both are going to have to work for that ambition that you have. There's nothing wrong with going to the store and getting whatever you get, as long as you can afford it. As long as he can afford it, you can afford it, and you both agree on this is what you want to get. I mean, I'm not living on bare minimum. I would never pick a man that would make me live on bare minimum. So I don't go around looking for men who make 40K. I mean, I'm just not. I'm just beyond the 40K. I would never go looking for a man that makes that kind of money, because then that would mean I'm limited in what I can do and what I want to do and what I can pay. And so I'm not going to be limited in what I can do and what I can pay. So I look for a person that's comparable. And that's what most people should be doing, looking for people who are compatible to them for the lifestyle that you want to live. You want to live a certain lifestyle, then you need to find a man or the woman that can provide that certain lifestyle. I know a person that makes 40K can't provide the lifestyle that I would like to live. So therefore, I would not look for a man at 40K, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Just like a man would not look for X, Y, and Z.
So the ambition is a fantasy you guys like to co-op, where the ambition of what he could be could give me a certain kind of lifestyle. So he has to be ambitious to be able to sort of get me to this reality and lifestyle that I want. Is that what it is?
Well, it depends on the woman. It depends on if you
So no,
walk
I'm
into.
just saying in general. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's generally what it is. Yeah,
Oh my
we have a
God.
lifestyle that we want. Yes.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Mr. Aaron, I want to also comment on what you said earlier about women's ambition and how it benefits the man. I would say that in that particular context, you want your woman to be ambitious to stay the same size that she is. You know, when you first met her, as far as staying competitive, you know, trying to always be competitive as being the most submissive woman that you know. So I think there's a benefit to it in that regard.
No, but there's a lot of grace there that I wouldn't get on the other end. So I want her to have my children. So I'm going to give grace as long as she's doing what she can to remain healthy so that she can stay in my life and the life of my children as long as possible. So be it. But once you have my children, my demands and expectations as far as your appearance are going to start to go out the window because there's things that neither one of us nor all the money in the world can control. If in the attempt to remain healthy and ends up having you look like an eternal bombshell, then great, so be it. But I'm not going to have to hold that against you. We just can't get out of control. That's not ambition. It's just maintenance, discipline and maintenance. As far as her disposition with me, I don't think that's as much ambition as it is. It's not ambition. It's baked in. It's integral. You know what I mean? It's nothing that they pursue or actively try to achieve. It's just something that is a component of their operating system.
Okay, well, that's fair. I'm glad you have grace. Not many do.
Okay, that works. I mean, does that answer you all's question?
Yeah,
All
it
of the
did. We got a summary. You guys heard that, right? So I'm just gonna re-elaborate. So the ambition for the women on the guy is like a potential reality that it don't exist. It's just a fantasy that could happen. So as long as he has that ambition, it could get me this lifestyle that I want. It's not what you need. It's what I want. And as long as you give me this feeling that we could live this lifestyle and get
I
there,
know.
I'll get with you. I'm just reiterating for the men. So I translated. I finally got like the outline of it, and I was like, wow. So that's why when you sell them a dream, you give them this feeling of ambition, and we could be living like this and doing this, not in reality, but just the feeling they like. I'm like, wow, that's all I was reiterating.
Man, wait a minute. I got a question. Why would it be real if you're a plumber and you make $20 an hour, and I say, hey, honey, if you went for that manager's job, you could be making $30 an hour. Why is it a fantasy?
Let's say you're a plumber, you do 68 hours a week, and that's the best you can do. You can't take more on your plate. It's gonna come at a price. So what do you want? What do you want? Like realistically,
What do you
if
mean?
it takes up 60 to 80 hours to make as a
How do you?
plumber a
Yeah,
good
you're a
amount of
regular
money,
plumber, but then you can't work no more than 60 to 80 hours. So then you jump. Hey, honey, how about that manager's job? You wouldn't have to work as many hours, but you'd make more. You'd make $5 more an hour. What do you mean?
so it's always about adding extra responsibility. He can't just live his own. He can't have his own life. Jesus.
What do you mean he can't have his own life?
It's never enough. It's still more just to take from like okay, whenever if someone asks you for $20, right, and you make $20 an hour, someone just asks you for an hour of your life. Now you want him to still go on and keep taking on more for what? Like money at a certain point, you just want to be able to live with the woman you with, but now she wants you to
Osmos,
why don't you just
Osmos,
yeah.
Osmos. I love you. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Remember, we got the truck.
Mm-hmm.
They still waiting us to load everything. They
Oh
still waiting.
yeah, I get it. That's American.
Y'all want something that will never change. Women will always want somebody that wants to be a little bit more ambitious. She just
Hill.
will.
They can
And
down that
she'll
hill.
ask you for it. I mean, y'all want your woman to let you just be stagnant or just whatever, and that's cool. I
That's not
said that's
stagnant.
cool.
It's reasonable. It's not stagnant. I'm
I'm
literally
saying that that's cool. If that's cool. If you don't have any ambition beyond that, that's cool. So you
Aaron,
pick a
Aaron,
doesn't hold on. Why are you talking over me?
is somebody talking?
That's I'm talking the host. That's cool if you just want to stay there and that's what you just want to do. You pick a woman who's not looking for you to have ambition. You don't pick a woman who's looking for you to have ambition. Same thing with a woman. If she wants a man who's ambitious, she don't pick a man that's not going to be ambitious. These are the things that you talk about before y'all get involved, before you get into a relationship. So therefore, it's no deception on her part. It's no deception on your part. You know up front. Everybody is supposed to know up front. If my husband said, if a person I'm dating or I go on a date with says, I'm never going to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm never going to be X, Y, and Z, then that's fine. If I'm okay with that, then that's fine. But if I'm not okay with that, then I don't go any further with that person. You have the option of going, you have the option of getting with a person that will want you to move or not move. It's nothing wrong with a person wanting ambition. Every human being should be a well-rounded human being. And that means making as much money as you feel like you need to. And that means being the exactly what you want to do on this earth. And if that means I need to make enough money to do X, Y, and Z because I want this type of woman, then you're already going to be doing that. Okay. Everybody thinks it's a bad thing to have to want more. I don't understand where that became a bad word. That don't make sense to me. Well, I mean, it
Hey,
don't compute to me.
hey,
Maybe it computes to y'all. It don't compute to me.
y'all
That's
remember that? Y'all remember that Joe Button skit? The lady's waiting for the joke. Said they want more. She said I was expecting more. This is that situation.
I mean, as long as they reasonable, that's cute. That's cool as long as it's reasonable. Nobody said if you're a truck driver, for example, that you got to go out and buy a business that got 10,000 trucks. Nobody's talking about you being ambitious that way.
No, remember when they said, what was that lady? Damn. Would you rather date a bus operator? Oh, if he owns the bus, it just can't be that. It just has to be something
Yeah,
above
but
that.
there's nothing wrong with her wanting somebody if he owns the butt. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you know up front,
It's
that's
not
what you,
about who you are. It's the thing that you do. I guess, or trying to project
you
yourself.
got to be a decent person too. You
Well,
can't just be a bus bus company. You got to be a decent human being too. Nobody's going over there and you getting kicked in the teeth every 5 minutes and you own a bus company. Ain't nobody doing that. You at
so
least want to
so when we
thing.
flip the script and we look at the women, is there a same kind of like stigma or expectation of women being like this on the men's part?
I don't know what you. It depends on what you want. It depends on what you want in a woman. What type of woman do you want? Do you want a chick that works at McDonald's, or you want a chick that works in an
Now,
office?
see that how does the working thing apply? The metrics are very different now. Do we need a woman to be a bus operator or a bus driver? Do we want them to be able to do more and be more? Do you
It
always get
depends
that?
on what type of
No.
man
Do
you
you
are.
do you do you get that feeling when men try to get involved with you? Do you get that sense of expectation? Do they disqualify you because of that?
No, you already when you meet a person, you already know. You should already know what kind of person that they are, or have an idea of what ambition or what kind of goal. You can tell what a person wants to do when you find out what their goals and ambitions are in life. I want to
I,
have two houses. I want to have X, Y, and Z. I
I
want to
got.
have X, Y, and Z.
Now
And once
you gave me clarity to understand about how you able to trick these bum quiches in the ghetto because them pookies is selling all this ambition and then boom, 3 kids later, they then they have two
Hey, you ain't got to
daddies.
trick that bum Keisha. You ain't got to
Damn,
trick her at all. You
you can
just got
sell
to buy her
ambition.
love.
No, you just sell ambition. You can sell the idea of ambition, a dollar and a dream, and then
But you ain't
after
got to
that,
trick her.
damn,
You, we got 70% baby mama rate out here. You ain't got to trick nobody
they
to do
probably
nothing.
got sold ambition, like or commitment. It's like I'm gonna be with
My
you.
thought exactly. My thought exactly. Keisha has ambitions for a man. She wants. I want him to get the bag. He might be a drug dealer, but I want him to get the bag. They have ambitions too. Most women do. Y'all make it sound like that's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. It's not something that's
I'm
built
not.
in.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just grounding the principle and application of how you guys gauge it. It's amazing to me. That's all.
I mean, it's a standard that women want men to meet, and now we getting pushback. If I
There
say, hey,
isn't. There was none. There was a standard, but then you want to tack on something else.
what
You
standard?
do
What
that,
was the
and then
standard?
if the standard is be a guy that's a plumber, and then you make
Oh, well,
80,000.
you guys got to be more than a
If
guy. You
it,
guys got to be more than a guy.
and then when we say you got to be more of a woman, what's that mean? Be more of a woman and stuff
And
like
my
that.
point exactly. So
I'm
we
like,
all
huh?
have expectations. We all have expectations of what we
No.
want.
So we just have like I'm like saying it's like a base Goku. Damn, I shouldn't use that example. But okay, there's like this. That's just the base of what the guy does, and then after that, you keep tacking on something else, and then we just like you as you are as a person. You just be yourself, and you just carry a way about you that's worth doing all these things for, and valuing you as a female in a sense. But nah, when it comes to us, it's never gonna be that. Nah, we can't have that. It's like, huh? He can't just be a plumber that make 90 to 120,000, depending on how the season go. Now he gotta go apply for this position, or he gotta,
Oh,
you know,
we're not, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that everything. I'm not saying. I'm not saying a 90K person is not at the pinnacle of their job. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is you gauge what a person wants when you find out what kind of lifestyle they want. I want X, Y, and Z.
and
So
then
you know when you hear that woman talking about X, Y, and Z, you already know. Okay,
jump
well,
ship.
I'm either gonna have to be ambitious more,
Jump ship.
or,
You already know,
huh?
jump ship. You
Or you
already know,
either jump ship,
jump ship.
or you already know you're gonna be ambitious enough to fulfill whatever she wants. You know when you talk to her.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not the
No,
women are not deceiving men
no.
out here.
I
It
know
just is
that.
what it is.
I know that the rules never apply for every guy the same way. So you could feel one way this year and then change the next year. So that's what I mean. So when y'all be saying that, it's hard to go off of that because you could be with this chick. She don't let you do anal, but the next guy she let do anal. So it's like, damn, the when do the rules change? It don't apply the same way. So it's like you could just have this regular job this year or 2 years, then they want to add on this. It's like why you can't just be
No,
okay with.
you should as a man you should have your own ambition. I said this at the
And
beginning.
they
You should
do.
have your own
And that's what I'm
ambition.
saying. And they do. And then when they reach that, then it's just you can't be content with that, is what we're saying. Now we
What's
still
wrong
have
with
to
that?
add on something. Oh, Jesus. So that's what I'm saying. So in that regard, you as a person, as a guy, don't really matter because the woman's fantasy about the ambition of what you could be like to give them a certain lifestyle is so you live in the fantasy of what they want more, want more, want more, do more, do more. You as a guy do more. You're the workhorse. Everyone like I want everyone show off to everyone that you can do this and do all these things, even though I'm not doing any of it. But I just want to know that you have the ambition to become these things. And I'm like, who want to live in that kind of fantasy? I live in reality. I work and I
Every
do.
man, every person that's in a family in a relationship, they both wish to have more. They will both wish
You
to do
can
more.
wish, but we live in reality. This is where we are, and this is what it's gonna be like for a good amount of time. Like, accept that. Just deal with that. Live in that. Just be okay with that. If that eat up your spirit, then it's like, yeah, jump shit. I got you. Now I'm like really getting. I'm like, oh, okay, that's how y'all operate. It may be like this. Oh yeah, I'm fine with that. The first year, this is why Tyrese is going what he going through with the Samantha Lee lady. Because in the beginning, she sold this idea of what she was gonna be like. He was like, okay, I want to keep this. Find out what she really is. He's like, oh shit, it's not really what you are, and now he going through it. But
Yeah, but most women are not deceptive like that. I don't know
what?
they situation going on with that. No, you're conflating things. I'm saying you know when you're dating a woman how ambitious she is or could be. We're not talking about nothing else. We're talking about the things that she wants out of life. I tell you up front, you're supposed to find out up front. She's not deceiving you in any way. I would like a house, 2.5 kids, I want X, Y, and Z. Now, if you take her on, you're taking on the responsibility of making those things happen if she wants you to help make those things happen.
And when you
She's
do
not
get it, and
deceiving
like
you.
plenty of men that have done that, then some extra thing get tacked on. They want a pool. They want two
And what's wrong
cars.
with that? Because
No,
you know up front. You know all of this up front. You know your woman is
Kevin.
ambitious.
I
Know
think
your woman wants these things.
Kevin talked about this in another video at some point. I remember. It's like once you
Welcome
sign the
to
contract. No, once you sign the contract on an agreement on what we're trying to just get to, then they want you paying for more things that you didn't expect. There's these hidden fees. There's all these different stipulations and this and all. You be like, what? You thought this was clear cut and dry, and then you was like, yeah, I want to manage and do this. That seems reasonable. We go at reasonable and rational.
you make it sound like at 20 I meet you at 30 and you're making 80,000. No, I meet you at 30 and you're making 40,000 like the average man, and you're supposed to be making 40,000 when you're 50 years old. If if that's what you mean, then no, that's not how the world works. Things cost more money. So therefore, we expect you to go up in your income, just like she's expected to go up in her income. That's a natural progression in a relationship. I don't understand why
And
you don't
we,
understand
and I do
natural.
understand, and we're saying if that's the case, there's tiers for everybody to live in. If you live in tier 3, just be okay with living in tier 3. And you have all these things that people in tier 1 do not have. People that live in the apartment complex, section 8, and we're at tier 3. We have the house. We have 2 cars. We kids go to a decent school. Just be okay with that. But I guess not. You need to have more ambition. We should try and go get a mansion, or we should try and live in the suburbs. I just be like, oh wow, like you just, and then that causes a divorce, and that causes it just be like, yo, that's crazy. Dudes be getting cooked because when we realize the spectrum of this idea of ambition, you're just an unpredictable beast in your fantasy, in your mind.
I'm just. Go ahead, Erica. Go ahead.
Okay, this is going to be my concluding statement, and I'm going to go. But unfortunately, we live in a day and age now where contentment is far long gone, and we live in a society and social media age where we're opening up our phones and seeing people doing this, that, and the third. Whether it's a facade or if it's real, doesn't matter. Um, perception is reality, and so the goalposts will always be moved, unfortunately. So expecting a lot of these women, not all, but a lot of these women to be content is it's not realistic anymore.
That's financial abuse.
I don't know. I can't explain it more. I can only tell you how that I can only explain to you every year expenses go up. And if you stay stagnant in your income and you just stay where you at, you're just gonna eventually price yourself out. So everybody has to become at least a little bit more ambitious to continue to afford the things that
It's
they got.
valid. That's valid. I would not take away from that. But what
Osmos,
happens? Mm-hmm.
that's a disingenuous statement
Hold
because
on. No. I'm saying let me.
no,
That's
not
valid.
you, not you. I'm not talking about you. So let me just take something off the table that's been put on the table. The cost of living is called the COLA. The COLA will always go up. So any company that you go to, the grocery market store, when they have to pay more for their gas, they pass those things on. When you work at a place, they gonna pass those on. So equating the cost of living into that is different than adding an extra car, a horse, a pool. There's not the same conversation. I also think Osmo's original question was never answered. With that said, I'm in.
His original question was answered. He just didn't like the answer.
He said, "What do men get out of it?" We didn't get
You get.
no answer.
I answered that. I know I answered that. What do you mean? What do you get out of it? You have the lifestyle with this woman. You make a decision with this woman to up your lifestyle as the years go on. I got a kid, now I got a kid, now I gotta buy X, Y, and Z, now I gotta do this, I gotta invest in their future, I gotta pay for their schooling. Stuff costs money becomes you become more, you gotta pay for more as you have children, as you get a better job, as you do X, Y, and Z. I gotta buy more clothes, I got a better job here, or I gotta do X, Y. The cost of it's not a matter of cost of living. It's just a matter of things go up every year. So you
Now,
have to be.
see,
Osmos,
yeah,
I've seen this story. Okay,
yeah.
this is
So
what's gonna happen. Johnny had a 2-bedroom apartment. He got a girlfriend. They had a dog. They had cats. Whatever. They moved into a 3-bedroom apartment. He goes gets another job. He went from a junior at his job to now he's the guy. They go get a house. The house he wanted was within their budget. She eyed a house that was way bigger, more rooms, etc. He reworks the numbers. He was like, okay, we're gonna get that house. Well, he said we don't even have stuff to put in those rooms. My point is, fast forward, now Johnny's not at home because he got to work 2 side jobs.
yeah, there's a chart.
Johnny's not at home because he's got to do more to pay for the bills. Oh, by the way, They had 2 kids. He said he didn't want the kids. She said, oops. And that's that cycle where you're talking about that you can't afford tier 1 and we graduated to tier 3 and we paying for everything in tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4 without the correct resources. With that said, I'm in. How's your truck osmosis?
It's pretty cool. I like it. It's stacked. Chevy.
Triple, you came up here to say what? Triple.
Yeah. I'm here. You say I came up here to say, well, how are you, HQ?
I'm
First
fine, thank you. You came up in a conversation, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I've been listening in a little bit. I'll still wait for you to answer Osmo's questions. No, I'm joking. That's a joke. It's a joke.
You don't like the answer.
I wanted to
It's a
finish
joke,
telling her.
HQ.
Let me finish
I
telling
like
her.
the answer.
So
Wow.
HQ, when you go down the line, what you saying that rent go up and this and that.
Hey, Osmos, let me jump in for a quick second.
Let me tell her the last part. I say,
go ahead, man. Go ahead.
If you follow that logic, HQ, what's gonna happen down the line when those kids that we have to grow up? What's the expectation now? How are the girls gonna operate? How the men gonna operate? If you say what you say, because if we keep going down the line, this gonna go up, this gonna go up. What's gonna be the burden of expectation on the men? Your own son, your own brother. Like, when does it end? Now you can't. Now he's not going to be able to get a woman, or they're not going to be able. It's just going to, I guess, collapse under itself at the end of the day at some point, because of thinking like that and seeing life like that for the men. It's ridiculous.
Jump in, Triple X.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And what's up, Zeus and Erica? What's going on with it? Shout out Osmos, everybody. Hey, what's going on? This is a rare occurrence. Erica on the panel. Whoa. Royalty here. Hey, yeah. No, what I was going to say.
Get him, Lex.
Oh, what I was going to say on the conversation, though, is that I think in the best case scenario, to kind of add on to like what Osmos was talking about what the man should receive, you should be receiving a rider. It should be a woman that's got your back top to bottom. She should be helping run things, plan things, and she should be your number one assistant, man, and rider in the best possible scenario. If it goes down like that, it's gonna come down to how well you pick a chick, though. Osmos?
Yeah, I got you, but
okay.
Again, they go off the ambitious thing. They're gonna do it as long as you're ambitious. That's the whole concept. They're only gonna do that as long as you so-called ambitious.
No, I will argue that. I would say they only gonna do it based on how much they like you. You could be, if you're an 8 to this chick and she knows she's a 6, you could be a garbage man, and she might decide she want to be a rider for that, because I've seen it play out that way before. It depends, man. It's not an absolute, but yes, when you're successful, there's several women that will want to do that for sure.
I'm sorry. Oh shit. Shit. Okay.
Oh damn.
Give me your final thought, Erica. Give me your final thought.
Well, thank you for having me up as always. I love coming up, HQ. I appreciate it. I'm going to say goodnight to all the gentlemen. Thank you, Lex, for the compliment. I appreciate it. It was good talking to you all.
Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. I call it like I see it.
Yeah, I mean, we all have those. We all have different ways of working.
Yeah. I respect what Osmos is saying too. Like, don't get me twisted. I mean, I've seen him up here. I mean, he's a smart brother. He's articulating himself well. I don't have, he ain't trolling or nothing. I get where he's coming from. I just think
the best politician in the game.
No, I'm just gonna say
you all have to be very you have to be very direct. You don't wanna what I hear you saying is you don't wanna be no more than what you wanna be. regardless of whether she says, I want you to be ambitious or not. You just want to be what you want to be. If I want to be if I want to be a snowman, that's all I want to be. I don't want you
HQ.
I don't want you nagging me to be no better than what I am. I just want to be what I am. That's what I hear you say. And that is cool. That is cool. Pick a woman that's not going to challenge you to do more. Just pick a woman that challenges you to not to do anything. But if you pick a woman that has ambition, that has a lot of ambition. If you pick a woman who has a lot of ambition, then you're going to expect her to keep saying, make more, make more, make more. And some men like women who have a lot of ambition. Some men don't like women who got no ambition. Pick a woman who don't have no ambition, who don't want no expectations of you, don't expect nothing from you, don't want no more money, don't want you to make no more money. Pick that woman and be happy there. But don't expect the rest of the world or the rest of the women not to have ambition, because most women have ambition to have more things or a better lifestyle than what they got when two people work together. It just is what it is. It's not, you can go over to the white spaces, you can go over to the Mexican space, they all gonna say the same thing. All the women gonna say the same thing. We expect you to have some kind of ambition. Oh, I know this for a fact. I know this for a fact. I'm a woman. I know this for a fact. Every woman wants ambition. Every woman wants a man to have some kind of ambition. Whether it's little ambition or big ambition, she wants him to have ambition.
Let me jump in and say this right quick. Hey, Osmos, I would like for you to check out, give you a little homework, man. Check out BGS Ibmore. He got a video, he got several videos, but he got a video called the Octane Scale. I'll be interested in your feedback on that because he kind of breaks all this down.
Is that a playlist?
Different? Yeah, it's called the Octane Scale. Yeah.
Octane Scale.
Yeah, BGS Ibmore. Yeah. This it goes right in line with what we discussing. But certain type of women, like he will classify as a 92, they gonna be a needle to a man's rear ass. You know, about constantly improving and wanting more. And there's certain women that won't be as big of a needle, but to a small degree, even on the lower end of that scale, women are gonna always be looking for more to a degree.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
that's all cool. I done seen Bill Gates get divorced, Elon, Anthony Anderson, Tyrese, and they're very ambitious individuals. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's not end all though. Just because you're ambitious, don't solve everything. Even if you're ambitious and successful, it's still other aspects of your life that has to be in check too, man. It's just not an absolute, bruh. Like you might be a beast on the tech front, you got your tech business going, you making 10 million a month, but you might be a big simp. You might be weak for that PUSSY. It's a lot of other things that go in play.
Right.
Yeah. She know she lean you around with her finger and you ain't got no self-control. A woman would know that whether you were successful or not.
Right.
Yeah. Will you be easy for those women? They'll see you coming from a mile away. Yeah. They'll be like, yeah, he's a big trick though. And he ain't got no self-control. But yeah, he's a millionaire.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you understand it. Y'all understand it. It just it's something. You can go anywhere, any woman is going to tell you it's small or it's big, but they always want to be able to have a good lifestyle. That means ambition somewhere along the line.
Yeah. I think HQ. You know where the confusion kind of comes in at.
What?
Because I think how a lot of brothers look at it, and this is one of the rare situations where I actually agree with HQ, because I always disagree with her. Yeah. But just because a woman don't say nothing about it, don't mean she don't want it. Like I'm gonna tell you, the last time I switched jobs, my mom know I was making, because she's one of the few people that I'll tell her what I'm making, right? Right. She knew I was making way more money before. Plus, I got the second tech job. She didn't say nothing. Like, of course, I would give her whatever she wants, she could get, you know? But she even joked about it one time, like, I should be off in your pockets a lot more than I am, but I ain't even that type of woman. You know? So that just shows you how they think, though, Osmos. Even though she ain't spoke on it, but that's just how they see it, though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but it just now I get it leave a reality just to exploit them. If you that type of nigga, you just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be cooking these hoes. That's how they think. I'm gonna give them what they want. Fuck all that noise.
That's it is how. Go ahead.
But you eventually got to pick one, and she's still gonna have the same thought process. So why worry about cooking her? You worry about finding one that ain't trying to change you. That's all you got to do is find one that ain't trying to change you. Why you worried about cooking the hoes?
Look, I'm saying, okay, if that's the case, then eventually Nick Cannon gonna get married, Future, and NBA young boy.
Yeah. Nick Cannon been married before.
Yeah. To what's the name? Yeah.
Mariah, yeah. That's
I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell him, Project Leroy. It's on the man to draw the line with the woman he finds.
Yeah. Exactly.
All of them want ambition. It's just a matter of how much ambition. You're the man. So you pick one who you can deal with. That's all.
Yeah. Project is spot on with that too. You draw the line, and again, that's her, because that is my mom. She, she's a writer, whatever. But that just goes to show you their thought process. That's just instantly what they think, man. Like if you got to come up, great. Now what else can I get? That's how it goes, man. Yeah, there's not a woman alive that won't think like that, bro.
But it's not always a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing.
No, it's that's not a criticism of women. That's not a criticism. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just every woman, she has that small ambition or big ambition. It just she wants better for you. She wants you to do better, X, Y, and Z. But you're the one that has to make the decision as to what woman you can live with and what woman you can't live with. There ain't no point in you getting a woman who want a $50,000 car when you can pick a woman who only want a used Honda. I'm just saying, it's up to you. You the one got to draw the line at the woman that you get. Y'all making you come across as though you thinking all women are X, Y, and Z, and it's a bad thing to be ambitious. No, it's not. Sometimes she can push you into being better than what you are. You just have to find the right woman. That's all, because they all operate that way. That's all.
Lex, I got a question.
Y'all, huh?
Go ahead,
Lex,
Zeus.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So, Lex, I'm gonna hire you at a job.
Right.
So we're gonna role play, right?
Right.
And Osmos, I think this is what you're saying, but I'm gonna try to break it down. I'm gonna hire you, and I got requirements that I want you to fulfill in your job. That makes sense, Lex?
Facts.
Okay. Do you have requirements for me?
Well, yeah, technically, yeah, because going into the job.
Whoa. Let me say it again.
Yeah.
You working for me.
Yeah.
Do you have expectations for me as your employer?
Before I would start working there, yeah, but not once I start working there, no, because I already know what it is.
It's only two things. It's pay me on time and give me a certain amount of hours I agree with. That's about the two things you got.
Yeah, that would just be the pay and the hours ahead of time. But yeah.
It wouldn't be create a safe environment?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be to give parking spaces. It wouldn't be to give some perks. I mean, these are things. It makes sense?
Yeah,
I know
you
guys are trying to answer.
Right.
I know you guys are trying to answer the question. I think that's more of what Osmos is saying.
Okay.
We saying marriage is a business. We in business together. You want me to be ambitious so we can get this.
Yeah. But you know what, Zeus, you right. I agree with you. But this is a rare case where you and HQ is right. Because you know why?
Best politician in the game.
Right. No, I'm explaining. Hold on. Let me get it. Because you can negotiate that contract. They say how you start out is how you end up. The woman will agree. But once that money comes in, that status comes in, they will renegotiate it, bruh. There's no way HQ or Erica is going to stay riding a Honda and you make 4 times what you make previously. It ain't going to happen, bruh.
No. I think there's couple of golden nuggets here.
Well, go ahead.
One, Osmo's question never got answered. 2, I want to get you a truck too. It's going to be fully kitted out. You happy?
Osmo's question did get answered. He just didn't like the answer.
I'm talking to Lex. I'm talking to Lex.
You keep saying that like the question didn't get asked. He asked the question and it got answered. He just don't like the answer. That's
Me
all.
not liking it. No, I just
go ahead.
Lex, and so I'm going to say something that I think is a golden nugget that you said. There are people who are going to say they ambitious.
Right.
There are people who never going to say they ambitious, but they still going to have that inner voice of ambitious ideas.
Mm-hmm.
It's just some can articulate it and some will articulate it through stories. AKA, I got a friend, they got a new car. We went to lunch in my car and everybody was laughing.
Yeah, I get where you're going.
That's their way for politicking for a new car.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Delivering it in that way.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
With that said, enjoy your new car.
Hey.
All right, y'all give me y'all final thoughts because I gotta get off and do something really quick. Please and thank you. Please and thank you.
Okay, I'll just say this. HQ, can you answer Osmo's question? No, I'm joking.
I answered this question.
I'm joking.
He didn't like the answer.
Great panel. Great panel. That's all I got.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Zeus.
I would like to say I love everybody on the panel. These conversations are hard and we have to trounce through them. Osmo, great question. And I love the way you kept trying to enforce that question. Aaron, I love you too. Enjoy your truck. Lex, enjoy your truck. Osmos, enjoy your truck. I'm out. Thanks, Erica, for coming on as well.
Yeah, glad you came up, Erica. Glad you came up, baby.
Yeah, much love to you guys. Respect.
Respect.
Oh shit. Okay.
My final thought with that is I guess anybody listening or watching 2025 as a guy, you cook. Be whatever you could be for like 5 years of your life. Just live you a good 5 years, and the rest, if you're trying to commit, you just cook down the line.
Wait a minute. The best thing Erica said is she said a submissive competition. I love that idea. I love that.
Thank you all. 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 This is the spirited debate. Oh shit. Oh, I'm looking at a whole different thing. This is a spirited debate. I got 1,000 things on the screen. Good night, y'all. Good night, y'all. Good night, y'all. I have to do something and then I have to get on at 10 o'clock. I have something I have to show people at 10 o'clock. I will talk to you and see you guys tomorrow or at 10 o'clock or whenever you come back. I will definitely see. Oh, yeah, that's what I got to do. Make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich real quick. So that's what I'm finna do. Make my peanut jelly sandwich, have a little bit of orange juice, and then boom, I'll be ready to go. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank you. Hit the like button and the subscribe button and all that good stuff. Thank you very much. Why everybody bothering me? I gotta hurry up. Thank you. Thank y'all.